Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to read your cards today, but specifically about your true love and your future spouse. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to look at your love story with your future spouse. Like, what do you need to know about your love story with your future spouse? Maybe also where you guys are at when it comes to like your journey to meeting. Again, this is a very open-end question. Whatever comes out, whatever you need to know, whatever your spirit guides want you to know, okay, about your love life or about you meeting your true love and your future spouse, or whatever you need to know, any details that they want you to be aware of when it comes to your love story. Okay, I actually plan to do another reading, like a sexy reading. My spirit told me like this reading is more important right here right now. Okay, I don't know why. We will probably see in the cards why. There's also going to be an extended, but I'm going to explain it later because I don't know what we're going to look at in the extended, to be honest with you guys. I'm just going to let you know, like, you know, once you watch your reading, there might be some extra information that I'm going to extend on Patreon in case somebody is interested. And if you are subscribed to Patreon, this is going to be a long reading, okay? Just know that there is like an extended that is ready for you to watch it just as I'm posting it, okay? But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. We're going to look at whatever the heck you need to know about your love story because it's a very open-end question. I feel like I like readings better when they're not specifically about a specific topic, but just like oh, okay, what's gonna come out of the cards or what's spirit gonna reveal to us. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. In the next clip, you can choose between 3 images. If you feel indecisive, go on Google, find a number generator, ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right pile, and the number generator will spit out a number, and that's the pile that spirit wants you to watch. And you're probably also going to somehow receive a confirmation during the reading that you chose the right reading. Okay, that's at least, you know, what happens to me very often. Without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, welcome to your reading, guys. So I started today's reading with pile number 3, so if I call you pile number 3, don't mind me. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, this reading is going to be about your love story with your true love and your future spouse, but specifically what you need to know about your love story with your future spouse, because this is a very open-end question. So I don't know what the heck your spirit guides want to talk about, but they told me to do this reading instead of a sexy reading. So that tells me that there's something, like there's information that you need to know, because pile number 2 and pile number 3 were quite intense. So I would not be surprised if your energy is also intense as well. Yeah, but let's dive into it. So whatever you need to know about your love story with your true love and your future spouse, or your journey to finding each other, whatever the heck comes out, okay? So give me a little moment. I just want to cleanse from pile number 2 and pile number 3. Okay, let me see what's going on here. I want to ask you a question, pile number 1. Have you been feeling like life is kind of chaotic, or you're trying to bring order into your life, but it's still chaotic? Okay. I'm picking up the energy here where you have been feeling a very chaotic energy or something about a restlessness that you cannot explain. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the cards and then I'm going to show them to you. Like I'm channeling and then I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so Spirit is showing me, because we have the Justice card here in reverse, and the Justice card is all about order and structure, and then when it's in reverse, it's complete chaos. Okay, but since we have the Temperance card here in reverse, for me this feels like divine chaos. I'm being brought to that one saying, what is chaos to the fly is order to the spider. This is what I'm being brought to. So I would not be surprised if you tell me that you felt very chaotic or you tried to bring order and structure into your life, but there's always something different happening. Do you know what I mean? Like where you plan your day and then all your plans are out of the window because other stuff is happening. Okay. For others of you, you felt a strong need to finally get your life in order, kind of like where you have been going. Oh, by the way, I'm just channeling the energy, then we're going to look at the details, but it's all going to make sense. So this chaos that you might be feeling, or this need to organize yourself, or again, like this unexplainable chaos, or this unexplainable like restlessness, it's connected to your love story with your true love and your future spouse, okay? So they're showing me like how for others of you, you really are in the energy of noticing that you feel way better when you are organized. Something about where maybe you used to be a person who goes with the flow and you didn't mind chaos and you actually got inspired by chaos. You know how some artists, they get more inspired by chaotic events or something along those lines? Actually, we're going to talk about it because I'm hearing this chaos that you're going through is supposed to inspire you. So it's not supposed to throw you off guard. Okay, or it's not so, yeah, your spirit guides are here. So this chaos that you're going through, it could even be like mental chaos where you feel like you don't know what is left and right, what is up and down. Do you know what I mean? Or you cannot make your mind up about something. And your spirit guides are saying this chaos and confusion is actually supposed to inspire you. So don't look at it as a bad thing, because it is actually like part of you meeting your true love and your future spouse to somehow get inspired by this chaos. Is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Because for some reason, Spirit is bringing me to Albert Einstein. So I don't know, someone here's currently like getting ready for a specific exam at school. Maybe you're trying to get, how do you call it? You're trying to prepare yourself for a graduation or for a degree, or you have been thinking about getting another degree, you've been thinking about going back to school, or there's a specific exam that you are learning for right now. For others of you, you felt like this weird urge. There's something about, there's weird, I'm hearing, there's something about there's weird feelings popping up. Weird thoughts popping up in your life right now. And again, it's all connected to your future spouse. So let's uncover the mystery here, because we have the Moon card here, okay, which tells me that there was some weird stuff happening, like emotionally. You don't know why you feel this way. Okay, we're going to talk about it. So for others of you, I'm also picking up where you have been like drawn to different topics. Like again, you maybe have been drawn to topics like science, physics. You maybe have been drawn to like, how does electricity work? Do you know what I mean? Like it's like weird, not weird, but it's like topics that you usually are not interested in. Does that make sense? So you have been asking yourself like questions like, how does something work? But it could be connected to physics, chemistry, science, certain innovations. Why did someone invent this? Or how did someone invent something? Okay, or how something works. And again, Spirit is saying you are asking these questions because you are supposed to get inspired somehow. You finding this knowledge or diving into, diving into that topic, it's connected to your future spouse. For others of you, you have been feeling such a strong need. You have been noticing again, like where you used to feel very good when it comes to, I wouldn't say chaos, but you were more the type like where you like to be spontaneous and you like to go with the flow and you like to just, you know, like let the wind blow you wherever the wind brings you. You know what I mean? Kind of like a go with the flow type of energy. But recently you have been feeling that you find more happiness when you are ordered and structured. Something about where maybe waking up earlier makes you feel happy. Something about where order and structure makes you happier, when maybe back in the days order and structure was something that didn't make you feel good. Do you know what I mean? So there's kind of like you're changing. Something about what makes you feel good is changing. There's a change. It's like the opposite. Okay, for example, you used to be a night owl, but now you're becoming like an early bird. Okay, and it's somehow connected. I feel like it's almost this energy where it is connected to your future spouse. The reason why I say that is because we have this the card here, the same destiny north node. So for some of you guys, you are in the, oh my god, okay, let me say it. So in case you are not familiar with astrology, the north node is your mission on this planet, this lifetime. So even if you don't believe in reincarnation, it could just be like the last couple of years. So your south node in astrology shows you like something that you've mastered, or something that you are really good at. Okay, something that you've mastered, something that you're really good at, or something that you became really good at the last couple of years or in your past life. And then the north node tells you that something that you are not good at, but you're supposed to become really good at it. Like it's your mission to become a master, or we talked about it, it's your mission to become a master at this topic, or it's your mission to become like very, very knowledgeable about this topic or about this energy. Okay, so I'm going to give you one example. Maybe for some of you guys, Spirit wants you to look at your north node, somehow your birth chart and your north node. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you probably love astrology, which is the reason why I talk a little bit more astrological, because it depends on the day if I tap into astrology or not. Or maybe your future spouse could be into astrology, or you are, or you're both going to share it. Okay, so with the same destiny, the north node here. Okay, just have to check if I'm not blurry, because I was blurry in pile number 2. So with this card right here, this to me tells me that your future spouse has the same north node as you. Listen, I'm going to give you one example again. I want you guys to look at your north node, okay? And I want you to look at your south node. There's going to be some type of like clarity, full circle moment when you find your north node and your south node, okay? If you don't know how to find it out, it's basically like you putting your birth chart in a calculator, and they're going to show you your south node and your north node, and then you're going to read about it. I don't know if you are more drawn to Vedic or Western astrology. I would highly recommend to look at both and see what feels more like truth to you, because some people are like, man, Western astrology is exactly like, I can feel it in my soul and my bones, and other people say, I'm more drawn to Vedic astrology, okay? Or maybe even both is significant in your life right now. So this to me feels like, especially since we have justice here, so for some of you guys, you could have your north node in Libra, you could have your north node in Sagittarius, okay, you could have your north node in Virgo or in Pisces, okay, or you could also have your south node in those in those signs. So I'm seeing Libra, Sagittarius and Pisces here, somehow significant, that energy. Now let me explain to you why. Spirit is showing me a timeline. They're showing me how, and we keep talking about like your schedule and your time, or something about something needs to be organized. So, and I talked about pile number 3 about timing. So for some reason I'm being brought to timing. Spirit is showing me how you and your future spouse, you have the same north node. Now, the energy that I pick up here is a north node of a Virgo and a Pisces. So I'm going to give you an example. Pisces energy, we talked about it, is all about going with the flow, is all about letting the universe decide what your love, what your life is going to look like, okay? Kind of like, you know, where you look at astrological, you know, events, and where you look at how the planets are moving, you know, and you listen to spirit, or you listen to, you know, the energies in the air, and you just let yourself get carried, you know, kind of like when you are in a body of water and you don't swim, but you let yourself get carried by the waves. That's Pisces energy. So you don't take control, you just sit back and let yourself, you know, get guided, or you let the universe decide certain things, or you're spontaneous, you go with the flow. There's nothing specific that you want to get done today and stuff like that. And it's so important to be in that energy, okay? Because that's where all the creativity and all the epiphanies and all the, you know, all the beautiful spiritual experiences usually come through. Because it's like you're not in a box, you just, you know, you let things happen, and then, you know, there's so much. And then you also have time maybe to smell the roses and to, you know what I mean, and to watch the birds and stuff like that. That's very important. Now, the opposite, so that is an energy where, for example, if you have Pisces in your south node, that means that you are a master at letting or trusting the universe. So you are a master at trusting the universe. You are a master at being spontaneous, letting yourself go. You might also be a master at, you know, like spirituality, or a master at, you know, being at peace with God, being at peace with the universe, letting yourself get carried away, you know. So that's Pisces energy. South node means that's what you already are really good at. You are a master at it. You don't need to practice it. It's really easy for you. Now, the North node is about, oh, that might not be easy to you, but you are going to become really good at it this lifetime. Virgo is all about structure, order, meeting deadlines, due dates, priority lists, paying attention to the details. Everything has to go in order. Something about where there has to be order and structure, okay? And you're supposed to become really good at it, okay? Because it's somehow significant to what you want to achieve, but in this case it's somehow connected to your future spouse. So let me explain. I'm going to give you one example, okay? Let's say, for example, you usually are a person, you don't have a particular schedule, so you sometimes, like, it's kind of like where, you know, again, you're not connected to time, or you don't have a specific time schedule, or maybe on the weekend you don't have a specific time schedule. Just an example, okay? Because it's going to be different for all of you what your North node and your South node is about. But they're telling me that your love story is somehow connected to, you both are going to be, I'm seeing your future spouse is on the same train as you. Your future spouse is in the same room as you, because you both have to go to the same place. And the reason why you're both at the same place is because you both have the urge to change your life, but you both have the same problem, kind of like, again, when it's order and structure. So, for example, your problem is order and structure, so you start to come up with a timetable. And your future spouse is thinking the same thing. He has to come up with a timetable. So you're both going to be in the train at the same time, because you both fix your sleeping schedule. So you're both up early when you're usually like up very late. Does that make sense? For example, also, you both want to become healthier again. Like, oh my God, I want to eat healthier again. I feel like it's good for my mental health to eat healthy, which is the reason why Spirit is telling you it's very, very important to you to listen to like this little voice that you have in your mind. You think it's not important, but it's actually going to be the reason why you meet your true love and your future spouse, because you might not notice that you are telepathically talking to them, or that you are absorbing this person's energy, or that you are someone, it's like your spirit guides whispering into your ear. So you might have the urge to go to the farmer's market on the weekend, or to go there more often, and your future spouse is going to have the same thought, like he wants to eat healthy, he wants to go to the farmer's market. Does that make sense? So when you don't listen to this little voice, or when you don't listen to this voice that tells you that you need to make a certain change, or that you want to somehow change or make your life better by somehow, you know, overcoming a negative habit or whatever, something about it's like stopping you to meet your spouse, because you both have the same destiny. Something about you both have the same North node, So you're going to end up in the same farmer's market, in the same grocery store. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. So it's almost like your spirit guides are trying to lead you to your future spouse, but they're leading you to your future spouse with this little voice that you have. Do you see how he's talking to her? It looks like she doesn't even notice that that the foxes be next to her. So maybe foxes could be significant here. Okay, I'm also hearing someone's name could be Peter, or something about someone's name could start with a P or Peter or whatever. Okay, I don't know what this means. Do you see? She's not even noticing that he's speaking. That he's speaking. I talk like the fox is like speaking, but I feel like these are like your spirit guides, and they're trying to, like send you signs about, oh, it's time for you to look at your north node, or it's time for you to listen to that voice within you that tells you to change something, or to become better, or to look at that. It says time to put all your energy into this. Put your 100% fully commit. So something about where your spirit guides are saying they want you to fully commit to an idea, because again, that idea is literally connected to your true love and your future spouse. You literally meet them there. You meet them at the music studio where you want to produce music, but you're not going to the music studio for whatever reason because you didn't fully commit. Something about where you fully commit to a new habit, you fully commit to to this voice in your mind. This voice in your mind tells you need more order, you need more structure. This voice in your mind tells you to do more for yourself, or to be a little bit more selfish with your time, in quotation marks. This voice might be telling you to practice more spirituality, or do you know what I mean? Something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay. And Spirit is saying, look at that. It says, yes, do it. It'll make you super happy the next step on your journey. So Spirit has been trying to confirm like a feeling to you. You had a feeling, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should go there. Okay. And your spirit guides are saying, yes. And this urge that you have, it's not just, like I go to the gym. It has something to do with you meeting your true love and your future spouse. I don't know why. They just want you to know that these feelings that you have right now to do something new, to change something about yourself or about the way you do things, it's literally connected to your spouse, to you meeting each other. And it's funny because we have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is an energy where someone takes control. So I do feel like there's also this energy of Libra, Aries. I'm seeing Libra, Aries here. So North Node in Libra, South Node in Aries, or South Node in Libra and North Node in Aries. What does that mean? Libras are all about giving. They're all about they're all about dividing their time with other people. Sometimes they sacrifice too much of themselves, kind of like where they forget that they are an individual because they always do things as we. So for example, Libra energy is about the word we, and Aries energy is about the word I. So there could be an energy where your spirit guides have been trying to communicate to you that, you need a balance between we, something about where maybe your relationship is codependent, or maybe you get too much inspiration from a particular person to the point where you think, oh man, my ideas are stupid. I'm not gonna follow my ideas. I'm gonna follow this other person's ideas because they're cooler than me. It's like something along those lines. Or you look at a person and you think they know better, when Spirit is telling you this journey is all about listening to the inner voice instead of a voice outside of you. Oh, that's what it is. Because I felt also an energy of like always listening to, the astrological, like the planetary movements too much, to the point where you don't take control of your life at all. We all have been there. Listen to me. When I say that, believe me, I've been there. Kind of like where I have to always confirm with my spirit guides about everything, and it can become too much. Okay, so I don't know what exactly this means to you, where you always need the approval or the validation of somebody before you do something, or something about where you always listen to a person that is guiding you outside, like a guru or a teacher, where this journey right here, this journey to meeting your true love and your future spouse is all about listening to your inner voice. Okay, something about where you can trust your own judgment instead of the judgment of another person. Okay, or to allow yourself to explore what happens when you do you, or when you do what you think is right instead of what other people say is right. Okay, for others of you, especially because we have the Libra here in reverse, for others of you, there could be an energy where it's the complete opposite, where you have been very focused on self. You have been very focused on making yourself happy. You have been very focused on listening to yourself, and it brought you so far, okay? But maybe this energy is calling you to become part of a group, or to ask someone else for guidance. Do you know what I mean? Where you are really good at listening to yourself. You are really good at listening to your own voice. Okay, nobody can lead you astray with bad advice because you listen to you. Okay, you trust you. But maybe you have a hard time, you know, maybe letting yourself get inspired by other people, or becoming part of a group, or letting yourself get guided by someone else, or letting another person take control or take charge of something. Okay. And again, in the middle of that energy, in the middle of I listen to myself, but I also listen to other people, this golden middle is like, I'm hearing that's where you meet him or her. I don't know what this means. Okay, or again, between Virgo and Pisces, something about order and structure, but also being spontaneous. So not being overly like structured, where there's nothing, you know, like a control freak, or someone who doesn't have control at all. Something in the middle here. Okay. Spirit is saying that's where you meet your true love and your future spouse. They also showed me, because we have the card here, this person truly likes or loves you and wants to support you, exchange ideas, have a long, good conversation. So yeah, this talks about, I see two things here. Let me actually show the card to you. Okay. This is interesting, because to me this feels like this is either about your spirit guides are saying you are going to somehow find clarity about what to do, because with the Two of Swords, this definitely tells me that you are in your head about something. And you might be telling me, Cynthia, what do you mean? You might be in your head about your career. You might be in your head about where to move. You might be in your head about like what to do about your health. Again, for some reason that is connected to your future spouse, because you're going to be at the same place at the same time. Someone who already has children. I feel like you have children, or your future spouse has children, or the both of you, or you already have children here. Okay. So they're showing me that you open up to somebody and they inspire you to do something. They inspire you to go somewhere, to do something. And then I'm seeing you here like talking to this person like, oh my God, you know, like I took your advice and I went to this place and I met such a beautiful man on that day, or I met like this beautiful woman on that day, and it's literally your future spouse. Does that make sense? For others of you, another thing that I also pick up here, so it's kind of like an energy where you let yourself get guided by other people, but again, at the same time, for others of you, you will know where you are at if you listen too much to other people, or if you don't listen to other people at all. Okay. When they're actually coming into your life as a guide, but you don't listen to them because, you know, you trust yourself, which is good. But sometimes another person has the answer or can see things more clearly than you. as you. Okay, now for others of you, I'm seeing an energy here because we have the Justice card in reverse. Okay, the Justice card in reverse, especially with the Temperance card, and we also have here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. See something about where Spirit has been trying to send you signs about in which direction to go, because it is connected to your true love and your future spouse, or something about you are maybe connected to pile number 2, because I'm going to do a reading on signs that your future spouse is the one. So you might also be thinking about like, how do I know someone is the one for me? Okay, or you have not understood the signs that you have received lately. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. I'm hearing it doesn't make sense what Spirit is trying to communicate to you. For others of you, I'm picking up the energy here. Spirit showed me with the Justice card in reverse and the red flags, Spirit showed me how they're showing me how, for example, you missed the flight. Oh yes, that's what it is. Okay, so you could also feel like there is again a lot of chaos, like you tried to wake up early but then your alarm clock is not going off, like you didn't hear anything, and then you missed the flight. So you're like, oh my fucking God, why is all of that happening? I'm trying my best, but like, you know, there's this chaos, but it's actually not chaos. It's like divine order, because you missing that flight, that's when you meet your true love and your future spouse. Does that make sense, to kind of like be more open to detours when Spirit is leading you there? Or maybe Spirit wants you to see a sign on that day where you miss your flight that is more important than you catching your flight. Does that make sense? That's what they're showing me. Like, or for example, you don't get the job and then you sit at this coffee shop, or you go to a different place, like you thought you're going to get the job and then you're going to start your first day at your workplace. That's what that was your plan in your head, right? Talking about spontaneity and a schedule, that was your plan on that day. So you don't get the job and then you drive elsewhere, and Spirit is, you know, showing me how you drive to a different place, and because you didn't get the job, that's why you meet your future spouse. So it's kind of like how there's divinity and chaos, okay, or something about what we perceive as chaos is actually like structure and order from a higher perspective. Okay, somehow they want you to trust your inner voice. Your inner voice is literally leading you to your future spouse right now if you listen. So they might be telling you to sit down and listen to yourself a lot more often, kind of like where you sit down and you just listen and you just observe what is happening within you. Okay, because it's literally like your spirit guides are trying to whisper answers into your ear, but you would have to be like right here, right now. Because if I look at her, for me it feels like she's just sitting there and she is listening to what is happening within her. And then she feels a spark, and then she follows that spark, and that spark is leading her to her true love and her future spouse. For some of you guys, you have been thinking about when is it going to happen, the timing. And Spirit might be saying the timing is not important, but the steps. You know, it's kind of like where you have to be at a place at a specific time, you think, but you walking the steps there. How can I explain it? This is going to sound weird. It's kind of like when you worry about the timing, or maybe even kind of like where there is no specific timing, it is, you know, as soon as you start to follow those sparks, as soon as you start to follow that spark in your soul and in your spirit, you know, it's kind of like what Spirit is showing me, you follow one spark after the other, okay? And then you end up at this place with him or with her, because you have the same destiny, you are on the same train, you are on the same highway, you are at the same concert, the same festival, something along those lines. So Spirit might want you to let go of the need to know the timing or the need to know how is something going to happen. They just want you to follow the spark, because that's literally your spirit guides leading you to them, to see it a little bit from a different perspective here. Okay, that's what they're telling me here. For others of you, your spirit guides are saying, it says practice self-care and you will start to glow. And it's funny because she's literally glowing. Okay, like a starry sky. We also have here the card calling in your soulmate, and it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you. You see, Spirit is trying to bring you together with your true love and your future spouse. So they're helping you. Every time you feel a spark, it's your spirit guides, okay? Every time you feel like this spark to do something, or this little voice that tells you to change something, okay? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I felt. Okay, let me get a few more cards here, guys. For others of you, we also have the card, your love life is being affected by children. So there could also be an energy where your spirit guides are saying, oh, here we go, here we go. Here's the download. Sometimes it takes a minute. It's like, dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. You know how when you are a child and you always liked painting, and then you grow older, you need to go to work, school, studies, duties, all of that, and then you stop drawing, and then without you noticing, you kind of lose a little bit of what makes you you. Because your drawing brought you to a place of nirvana, brought you peace. Maybe you didn't notice it or realize it when you were drawing. But it's kind of like where you only realize how important something is when it is no longer there. You know, like the lack of something makes you aware of the effect of something. Spirit is also telling me someone here had a galactic dream, like you recently were dreaming of like space and galaxies and stuff like that. I'm also seeing like a comet here, or something about a comet, I don't know. Or something, yeah, something, oh, a shooting star. Something about a shooting star. Wishing on a shooting star. The next time you see a shooting star, Spirit wants you to wish upon something, or to speak something into existence. What the heck is that? What is that? Oh my god, what is that? I'm seeing a shooting star and I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. Spirit is saying they've sent you a sign with a shooting star. Now this could be literally a shooting star, or something about a star on a t-shirt, or a star or a shooting star in your dream, or what is that? I don't know. Oh, you saw something weird in the sky, like a cloud making a picture, or the stars forming a picture, or you see something that you cannot explain in the sky. So they're showing me, whoa, they're showing me like, they're showing me how you look at old pictures of yourself as a child. Whoa, okay, I want to tell you something. So, whoa, hold on. Yes, wow. Okay, for some of you guys, have you done gymnastics in the past, or did you dance in the past? Because I'm being brought to like circus. I'm being brought to something about a circus, or something about dancing with a hula hoop, or something about dancing, or going to a dance class, a dance course. Like you used to do that in the past. Something about what you did when you were younger, or a teenager. Okay, it's somehow connected to your true love and your future spouse. I don't know why, because we talk about what you need to know about your love life. So when I mention that, it means it's connected. So they're showing me, I once saw, because I'm being brought to this one girl that is, you know, she's really good at hula hooping, or something about using hula hoops, but like lots and lots of hula hoops and doing tricks and stuff like that. Okay, and because again, that's why I'm being brought to gymnastics. I don't know what exactly this means. This could also be literally like the gym, or you used to do some type of sports, or something like a activity like with your physical body in the past. I'm hearing bring it back, sing it back, bring it back to me. Don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know why it came through. Might be significant for someone here. So they're showing me how this lady who was, you know, she's like a hula hooper. I think she also works for Cirque du Soleil, so that could be significant. She posted a picture how she had a picture of her as a child, and there was a goat, kind of like she was holding a goat with her foot, like she was holding her foot up. You know how in kindergarten they bring like animals. This is so funny. They bring animals to the kindergarten, and then you take pictures with a snake and with a goat and stuff like that, and a rabbit. Because I remember that also, I did that as well when I was like in kindergarten. So she had a picture where she was, she had a picture with a goat or whatever. And when she met her boyfriend or whatever, he had the same picture. So his childhood picture looks identical to her childhood picture. Does it make sense? Like the way she's holding the goat or the way the goat is placed, it was identical to his child picture. Whoa, what is happening? It's like a spirit is trying to give a download to you. They're trying to show you something about your childhood that is gonna make sense to you. Like you're gonna be like, whoa, that's why it is connected to my future spouse. Something about your childhood. Oh, this could also be someone from your childhood is actually your future spouse. So something about your childhood is connected to your future spouse. Or when you look at pictures as you, when you look at old pictures of yourself as a child. Okay, I'm going to share something with you guys. For example, there were a couple of years where I felt very lost. Then there were a couple of years where I felt very found, like I was solid about who I am and where I'm going and this and that and this and that. And then you start to feel lost again. And it's funny, I think there's like this one picture or this one meme that says your 20s are all about losing yourself and finding yourself and losing yourself and finding yourself, or kind of like where in your 20s you feel lost and found and lost and found and lost and found. It's kind of like, you know, until you are rock solid in who you are. So maybe Spirit also wants you to know it's okay to not know who you are, because it's just a phase. Then there's going to be a phase where you know exactly who you are, and then you're going to feel lost again, because with age things are changing. Okay, so they're telling you not to be worried about those changes that are going through, because you might be worried about why you don't feel happy anymore with something. But do you know what I mean? Like where you like, I thought I found myself and now I feel lost again. Like what is happening? Do you know what I mean? But it's like, again, it's like the organic energy, the way the universe works. It's like organic for us to go up and down. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like not to resist what is happening within you right now or what you're feeling. So I wanted to share something with you guys. So again, there was a time I felt completely lost, found myself, felt lost again, found myself again. Okay. And I remember that, you know, when I started to find myself again, I noticed that I dressed the way that I dressed when I was very young. Now, not that I looked like a child dressing, but it's kind of like I used to have a favorite color when I was a child, and then there was a lot of other stuff happening, and then I came back to my favorite color as a child, and it felt like I came back to who I am after people tried to make me someone that I'm not, or where people tried to mold you into someone, or where just circumstances change you, like you stop drawing, you stop wearing certain things, you know, where circumstances or people are starting to change you. And then you remember, wait a minute, when I was younger, because as a child, this is the purest, most authentic version of yourself. So I started to notice, like this was subconsciously, because the moon is all about subconscious energy. Spirit might be talking to you in dreams, showing you where to go, what to do. Okay. So I started to look at childhood pictures, and I'm like, whoa, I look exactly how I did when I was younger. Like the way that I dressed when I was like, I don't know, like 11 or 12. I started to look like my younger self again. And to me, it felt like, whoa, you know, like I found myself again. Like I'm myself again, you know, because a child comes to earth with a soul and a spirit. It's their organic energy, and then things start to happen, and then you start to change. and then you come back to who you are, like, wait a minute, you know, that actually makes me happy. Why did I stop? Why did I change? Why did I think I had to change? Okay, so there's something about coming back to who you are. For some of you guys, there might be an energy where Spirit wants you to look at childhood pictures, because there's going to be an aha moment here. I'm also hearing something about where you are manifesting a childhood dream of yours, and your spouse is manifesting a childhood dream of his, or where she or he is also manifesting a childhood dream. So when you focus on manifesting your childhood dream, this is literally connected to your future spouse, because you're going to be at the same place. You both have this childhood dream to be at this place or to do this. So you're going to meet there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Spirit is showing me this right here, okay? That's what they're showing me here. Because we have you call in your soulmate, calling in your soulmate. You are in the process of calling them to you. Okay. It's kind of like an energy where you, because with the let me seduce you, for me this feels like, hold on, it's kind of dark. But for me this feels like giving in to the feelings that you have, like not always rationalizing things, or not always finding like a particular reason, like, oh, I don't have a reason to go to the city, so I'm not gonna go into the city. Where in your intuition tells you that you want to go to a place without a plan. Does that make sense? So you try to rationalize, man, I don't need to go out. I feel like I want to, like my soul is telling me to go there, but I don't have a reason. So why would I go there without a reason? Do you know what I mean? But the spark that you feel is like your spirit goes, hey, go to that place. It's important. There's a sign. Hey. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. The spirit is trying to help you to manifest your true love and your future spouse. Okay. Oh my god, I find this funny. Let's see. Can you tell us a little bit more about the love story with pile number 2, pile number 1, and their true love and their future spouse? Is there anything else pile number 1 needs to know? It says this love will change your life. Oh man, I haven't seen this card in a while. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's kind of like where you, it's like an energy where you are about to receive like a psychic download that is going to reveal something to you about why you are the way you are, or that you are good the way you are, when people tell you that you're not good the way you are. Okay. Maybe you've always felt like the weird one, and you felt like maybe, you know, God made a mistake with how, oh man, don't think that, okay? Like, why did God create me like that? And then you don't see like the masterpiece behind God creating you the way that they created you. Oh man. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing here for some of you guys, let me see. Because I'm seeing you here. What is that? Hold on. Spirit, what are you trying to tell pile number 1? What's going on? Let the journey begin. You see, Spirit is like, you're ready for this journey. I don't know what this is. Again, this is like your intuition telling you to do something here, or to drive somewhere, or to listen to this little voice that tells you to drive somewhere or to go somewhere without a reason, okay? Spirit, what are you trying to tell us here? Letting go of control. What did I say? Let go of controlling the timing or when it's going to happen. Just follow that spark. Follow the magic that you feel. That's all you need to do. Can you clarify this love will change your life? What is that about? Okay, I'm gonna go to the extended in a second in case some of you guys, you want to spend a little bit more time with me, or we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into what Spirit wants to talk about. It says, fill your body with love and passion. Didn't I say that? Fill your body with love and passion to attract your future spouse. I'm gonna say it again. Fill your love, hold on. Fill your body with love and passion to attract your future spouse. So Spirit is literally helping you to attract your future spouse right now. They're like, okay, let's get to work. Let's do this together. Wow. We're going to talk about that on Patreon. Because I was like, okay, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about that. Your future spouse feels your energy. I have to blur it out. It says visions. Your future spouse feels your energy. Look at that. We're going to talk about that on Patreon. It's so funny because pound number 2 had the opposite. Like pound number 2 felt the energy of their future spouse, but with you, it's your future spouse feels your energy. Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. Didn't I talk about telepathically communicating in the beginning of your reading? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about like the visions that your future spouse is getting or what's going on here. So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box, pound number 1. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pound number 2, welcome to your reading, guys. I started with pound number 3. Now it's your turn. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, we are going to look at your love story with your true love and your future spouse. This is a very open-end question because I don't know what the cards are going to tell us, what your spirit guides and spirit wants you to know, but basically whatever information needs to come up, that's what we're going to talk about. The first thing that I want to tell you guys, honestly, is that you might be connected to pound number 3. Not for everybody, only if you feel like you need to watch it, you should go watch it, but it's not gonna be for everybody here, okay? First thing that I want to tell you guys, now let me cleanse the energy. Okay, so we're looking at the love story with your true love and your future spouse and whatever the heck wants to come out. Okay. Because I do feel like I wanted to do a completely different reading. I wanted to do like a sexy reading, and then Spirit told me no. Today is a reading where secrets need to be revealed, or something about where I need to talk about other stuff when it comes to your love story or your journey to meet each other. So let's see what Spirit wants to talk about here. Okay, I'm just cleansing the energy. I feel like someone here, you have a departed dad or mom or grandpa that is watching over you. So this departed mom, dad or grandpa, whoever this person is, because I feel like it is someone on the other side, they want you to know that they're actually helping you or taking care of your love life. Okay, they want you to know that they are helping you to make the right decision, or they're going to send you signs. Kind of like an energy. I'm going to actually do a reading on that, but I feel like for some of you guys, you have been thinking to yourself, how do I know if someone is the one for me? Or do you know what I mean? Like where you have been asking yourself, is someone the one for me? Like you have been looking at somebody, you have been wondering, are they the one? Or you have been thinking to yourself, like, how would I know if someone is the one? Like, how do I know if this is love? Do you know what I mean? Like where you have been, maybe you had these thoughts recently, like, how would I know what love is when I never have been in love? Or is this the person for me? Something along those lines. And this departed loved one, the spirit guide, wants you to know that they're going to help you to see clearly or make the right decision, or they're going to send you signs and omens that are telling you if someone is the one for you or not. But I'm actually also going to do a reading on like signs that they are the one for you. Actually got this I got this idea today, and I almost want to say I might probably do this reading for you guys. Like the reason why they told me to do this reading might be because of you. Yeah, so something about signs that they are the one. Okay, or they're going to show you that someone is not the one, but they're also going to show you that someone is the one. Because I almost want to say I pick up an energy here that someone here, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, if this is not your message, don't take it, but it is probably for someone, at least one person here, so I have to say it. For some of you guys, you are in a connection with somebody and you are thinking that they are the person that you... Let me actually see. I want to get one more card before I speak. Okay. Can you clarify this energy that I feel right now? What is this about? Or what is they seem innocent but are not trustworthy? What is that energy about the Nine of Swords? Okay, so Spirit is saying you had a dream about someone here. You had a weird ass dream about someone here with the Nine of Swords. Or you've noticed that every time you are around someone, you get sick the next day, or you have a mental breakdown the next day. Okay. It's connected to your love life. Let me tell you something. So one thing that I pick up here, again, not for everybody and their mama. This is not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be at least for one person. So there is one person watching me. You are looking at somebody and you feel like this connection is magical and it's beautiful, and you feel like, I feel like they are the one for me. I feel like this is the person that I'm meant to be with. And Spirit is asking you, what are the signs that you have been receiving around this person? Are the signs and the omens good when you meet this man or this woman? If the answer is yes, then Spirit already has been confirming to you what you know to be true. But if you have been noticing bad stuff happening every time you are around them, every time you are with them, or every time you want to meet with them, there's like delays and some weird shit is happening that kind of like prevents you from meeting them, or every time you meet them you have stomach ache, or every time you kiss them you feel bad or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like where they're telling you, your spirit guides have been telling you that someone seems innocent but they are not trustworthy. Okay, where someone might, I'm hearing they're here to for their own benefit. Like they're only here because maybe, do you know what I mean? Like someone is only here for their own benefit. I'm gonna be very honest, not for everybody. Okay, if you tell me I received so many beautiful signs every time I meet this man or this woman, then I'm not talking to you. Then I'm talking to you about another person who cannot be trusted. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So I'm actually going to show you this card right here. It says they seem innocent but are not trustworthy. I'm also going to extend this reading for you guys on Patreon if anybody is interested. Okay. Yeah, so we have here someone is not trustworthy. I feel like the reason why Spirit is bringing this up is because, let me say it like that. I feel like your future spouse is going to be a very, very beautiful, beautiful person. And I'm not just talking about, it's going to be different for everybody. For some of you guys, your future spouse is going to be extremely beautiful. For others of you, they might be extremely successful. For others of you, they might be so romantic that people don't even believe in that type of romance. But your future spouse is like literally a romantic person. So they're going to do all this romantic stuff that you've always wanted to experience. And then other people become salty because why is my husband not that romantic? Why is my wife not that romantic? You know what I mean? Where you're somehow lucky with this, your spirit guides are here. You're somehow lucky with this person. For others of you, again, this person could be a celebrity. They could be of high social status. They could be a public figure. Okay. They could be somehow like, whoa, like that is a catch. That's a big fish, baby. Where you, pile number two, you somehow catch a big fish. This person could, again, for example, you know, they have a house, you know, they have a house they received an inheritance and it's like a huge house. Does that make sense? Where you meet someone and they already have a house, so there's no rent that needs to be paid, or you're blessed with this house because of that inheritance. So there's something about your future spouse that is like, wow, you must be a lucky mother ever, okay, to be with this kind of person, okay? And there is someone, either now or in your future, that will kind of like start to put doubts into your mind, kind of like where you don't have trust issues. It's like the type of person where you tell this person, my husband is at work, and then this person, and again, it's not like they are genuinely worried about, you know, like if this person is good to you or not. They're like, do you really think he's at work? But it's like, they do that on purpose. Something about where either someone is going to want your man in the future, or they don't want you to be with this beautiful man or this beautiful woman. Okay, because they feel like, wow, you know, like, why do you have such a man or such a woman? I don't know what exactly this is about, okay, because again, it could be all kinds of things. Again, maybe they have a big inheritance, maybe they are of high social status, maybe they are a public figure, maybe they're very successful somehow, some way, maybe they're very beautiful, like model-like, maybe they are like a, you know, like a person that is, I don't know, kind of like that is winning at life, okay, something like that. And I feel like someone would try to like make you feel bad, kind of like where you start to think you're not good enough for this man or this woman, and you will start to sabotage the connection if you don't realize that this person is like doing it on purpose. Okay, so there's two energies that I pick up here, okay, something about where, but I also want to say, it's kind of like, I almost want to say what spirit is trying to tell you now is about your love life with your true love and your future spouse. People will feel like you are very lucky to be with this man or to be with this woman, okay, and you have to be aware of kind of like dreams that you receive, because spirit is going to talk to you. They're going to tell you this person is jealous of your boyfriend, of your girlfriend, this person wants to ruin your connection, this person wants to steal your man or your woman away from you, okay, not that they can, but they can kind of like cause havoc and drama and fight and stuff like that. So they want you to pay close attention to the dreams that you get, and don't brush kind of like signs or omens under the rug. Maybe you have a tendency to always see the good in people, so spirit might be telling you, spirit guides are here, so spirit might be telling you, when we show you the ugly truth, accept it, okay, something about accepting the ugly truth about a person that seems to be innocent but is not trustworthy, okay. And again, for others of you, your spirit guides are telling you that they want you to stop giving a person chance after chance, because they already showed you that they are not the one for you, and they want you to actually, you know, kind of like remove yourself from this person so that your true, real love can come to you, okay, if that makes sense. Or something about, with the Ace of Cups, usually the Ace of Cups can also sometimes talk about falling out of love with someone, okay, but I feel like it's someone, kind of like a person where you only are with this person because you know them for a long time, but like you're not really in love with them anymore, but you think just because you guys know each other for a long time that they are the one for you, okay. It's kind of like where mind over matter, or what does your heart tell you and what does your mind tell you, something along those lines, okay. So your spirit guides want you to know that, okay, where someone might be a little bit jealous of this magical connection that you have with your true love and your future spouse here, okay. For some of you guys, I'm also picking up here that I'm picking up a Halloween party. I don't know why, but I pick up a Halloween party or something about a party, or the truth is going to be revealed to you at a party, okay. Yeah, someone is going to be like jealous of your passion with your true love and your future spouse. So I feel like they're trying to prepare you for that so that you don't ignore the signs, because again, you might be a person, you give people chance after chance, and you think that, oh, maybe it was not their intention. Okay. I'm also hearing some of you guys, there is a person, again, you're gonna see what is gonna make sense to you. So for some of you guys, the spirit guides are telling you your true love and your future spouse is a new person, maybe not the person that you think about, because this person has not really been, kind of like an energy where this person doesn't show you love, or this person cannot say I love you, or this person is like treating you like they don't have time for you, they have to be places. And I'm hearing like when they show you who they are, believe them, or something about where you are more sad than happy in a connection, but you still hold on to that idea that they are the one for you. Again, not for everybody, okay. For others of you, this is like a person in the future that your spirit guides want you to be aware of. So they're probably already telling you that, so that it's gonna click once you have these weird dreams, because spirit is telling me you're going to have weird dreams about this person, okay. Let me clarify, this person is untrustworthy. What is that energy about? Yeah. We have here the Hermit in reverse. Yeah. Someone is going to try to separate you and your spouse. not that they're succeeding, because bitch, I am here and I'm gonna expose everything. But someone would try. So I feel like an energy here, or someone, let me actually see, let me get one more card. And for others of you, yeah, for others of you, there's something about where it's kind of like an energy where once you meet this man or this woman, you're going to feel like, whoa, like, why me? Or why did this man or this woman choose me? Or like, I don't even look as good as, like, I don't know, something about where something is going to be in your head that you are not good enough. And Spirit wants you to know. They want you to maybe work on it now, kind of like where you start to feel like you deserve a good life and a good man, okay, or that you start to feel worthy. I don't even like to say that you start to feel worthy. How can I explain that, Spirit? Help me to explain that to pile number 2. Give me a moment, guys, okay? So for some of you guys, the spirit guides might be telling you they want you to work on that right now so that this person doesn't even have the chance to manipulate you. Does that make sense? Because they might cause drama and problems and stuff like that that are so unnecessary, but it's kind of like they're using your insecurity against you. So if you now learn to heal your insecurities, this person doesn't even have the chance to manipulate you. Does that make sense? And that's why I'm here and telling you that. So I'm preventing this motherfucker from kind of like planting a doubt of seeds in your mind, or making you feel like you're not beautiful enough for this man, or not smart enough for him or her, okay? Or that their stupid ass comments don't get into your head, okay? Because this is a magical connection. This is your spouse, okay? This is the person that you're meant to be with, and there's gonna be some bullshit with a person here. Let me actually see who this is, okay? Give me a moment, guys. It seems like Spirit wants me to expose someone that is not trustworthy and is not supposed to be close to your spouse, or is not supposed to be involved in your connection here. Okay, so let me see what that is about. Yeah, I also feel like someone is going to be salty that you are in a connection and they're still single. Kind of like where you both were the single ones, and then all of a sudden you are in a connection and they're single on their own, and it's gonna somehow bring out their shadow side. I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's also what I'm picking up here, because it's like the energy, there's also this energy where the person that cannot be trusted is going to make you think that you cannot trust this man or this woman. So she's going to be like, or he's going to be like, can you trust that man? Can you trust that woman, when they are the snake? Does that make sense? So your future spouse is trustworthy, but they're going to tell you that they're not trustworthy. This is twisted. This feels twisted here. Spirit, can you tell me, who is this person not trustworthy? Who's this person that is not trustworthy? How does pile number 2 know who they are? Home. This could be a person that you used to live with, like you used to be roommates. This person, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Give me a moment, guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, there's going to be different energies that come through here. For some of you guys, I pick up an energy here where you wanted to go to the next step with a specific person, like the person on your mind, and this person found every excuse. And I'm not just talking about, you guys, this is going to be twisted, because with the home card here, I pick up different energies, so I'm going to say everything. So 1, this person that is not trustworthy. This could be a person who, to get to the nitty-gritty. So this person that is not trustworthy, they either want to move in with you. So there's like an energy, can I say something? This to me feels like you want to move in with somebody, and then you meet your true love and your future spouse, and maybe the moving plans change. It's gonna make sense to you. You might be telling me, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is a future prediction, but you're gonna be like, oh, Cynthia told me about this bullshit. Yeah, okay. So there's like an energy where you want to move in with your person, and this person's gonna be mad that plans are changing or something along those lines. Okay, but you did not know that you would meet someone, and it, you know, if you want to build a family and have children, it would make sense for you to move in at some point, right? Like, you know, especially if you grow older and you want to have a family and stuff like that. So they're going to be mad because you want to move in with your spouse and not with them. So there could be a fight happening. That could be an indication that this is the person that I'm talking about. For others of you, there could also be an energy where someone wants to move in with you very, very fast and you don't want it, or you feel like a shady energy, where you feel a shady energy around someone telling you they want to move in with you. Kind of like maybe you want to take it slow and they are, you know, like kind of like, it's not like they're just bringing up the topic like, hey, let's move in, and then you tell them I don't want to, or I'm not sure. They're like pressuring you like, no, we need to move in, or they give you like an ultimatum to move in or something along those lines. And I don't know, again, if this is like platonic, if this is a friend around you, or if this is, you know, a person that you are romantically involved with, like where you are with somebody and this person is like pressuring you to move in with them when it's maybe financially not good for you right now. That could also be the indication that this person is not the one, that this person is not trustworthy, and your true love and your future spouse is actually a new person. Does it make sense? It's like, it's a little bit twisted what I pick up here, okay? And for others of you, this could be like an old roommate here, or someone that you used to live with, okay? Or someone from your home country or whatever. Can you clarify the home card, please? There we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is usually a very materialistic woman. You could also notice that this person only wants to meet with you when you do something spectacular and never when it's just chilling. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like a person you need to give, like you need to do something spectacular, and they don't want to spend time with you when it's just, it's weird, where you have like, you had a feeling that this person is avoiding you, doesn't want to spend time with you or whatever, only when it's like special occasions. I don't know. Who's this untrustworthy person? It's like, it's either this person is not supposed to know about your love life, it's not supposed to give you any relationship advice, okay, because the relationship advice is going to lead you astray, because you're supposed to be with this man, okay? This is a magical connection here, and they're going to try to kind of like put doubts in your mind and stuff like that, okay? So we have the Ice King here. Yeah. This is what I was talking about. For some of you guys, you've been feeling that someone is very cold towards you, or you felt like a lack of love, or the way that they act is like you don't, kind of like an energy where you feel like this person doesn't love you, but you also have evidence for it. Kind of like, you know, it's like this person acts a little bit weird, or they're always like, they always need to, how do you call it? They always need to work. They never have time or whatever. Okay. Spirit might be telling you maybe this person is not as much into you as you would like to, and your true love and your future spouse is going to be all over you. So it's time for you to release this person. Does that make sense? Again, not for everybody, but for someone it is the truth. Your spirit guides want you to know your true love, and your future spouse is going to tell you, I love you. They want to spend time with you. They want to go on dates with you. They want to go party with you. They want to be seen with you, okay? They're going to be so passionate about you. They cannot wait to kiss you again. And not this cold energy that you receive from this king or from this man here or this woman, okay? Yeah. This is definitely because the Ice King also talks about a boss or an entrepreneur. So this person could be very bossy, is what I'm picking up here. Or they push you around and tell you what to do. Okay. Or they misuse their power somehow, some way. Okay. I feel like the Ice King could also be a father. So there could be an energy where your spirit guides are telling you to be a little bit careful about the relationship advice that your dad is giving you. Okay. Let me see, who the fuck is that? I feel like Spirit wants you to know who this is. Kind of like where you know who not to trust so that you know who to trust. Okay, so that it is not so twisted here. Okay, because with the Five of Cups, I feel like something has been feeling off with a person, or something about where someone doesn't want you to be happy with this man or this woman in the future or right now. Okay. Can you clarify not trustworthy? What is this work? Okay, for some of you guys, it is a co-worker, someone that you used to work with. Okay, let's get, yeah, look at that. And we have triangle here. Okay, a love situation should never be a fucking triangle. Okay, it's two people and not motherfucking three unless you are polygamous. Okay, I don't know if that's also a topic where someone wants you to be polygamous and you don't want to do that. So this could also be somehow significant here. Or someone wants to like push you to be polygamous, even though you don't want to do that. That could be an indication that this is not the person that you're supposed to be with, okay? So Spirit, can you give us like symbolism, and how does pile number 2 know who this person is that is not trustworthy? It's kind of like, don't take this person's advice, or they're gonna cause so much sadness and, you know, like tears in this connection. May that be now or in the future. Okay, I don't know what exactly this is, but let's see. What is the not trustworthy energy here about? Who is this person that cannot be trusted, Spirit? We have carrot. It says opportunity or windfall. So I don't know if this person is, again, only take that if you already felt the shady energy. So this person could be vegetarian, or with the carrot, I don't know, they could be really liking carrots, or something about, Spirit says you will know who this is when you think about carrots or carrot cake. Okay, maybe this person likes to bake or something along those lines, or maybe this person likes to cook. Spirit, who is this untrustworthy person that pile number 2 needs to stay away from in order to May? Okay, so this something could have happened in May where you maybe had a fallout with this person in May. You had a weird conversation with this person in May. This person could be born in the month of May. For some of you guys, it could be someone's dad, okay? Where your dad doesn't see clearly that this man is actually good for you or something along those lines. Okay. Why is the not trustworthy energy here? Who is this person? Can you give us like a hint? Who is that person? We have here ladder, climbing towards success. So this could be a person who's obsessed with becoming successful. Okay. Or something about, I feel like this person also wants to seek revenge once they are successful. They might be talking a lot about revenge. They might be talking a lot about like, once I'm successful, I'm going to get revenge on other people. Or something about a ladder. Maybe they work, maybe they do something where they need a ladder. Do you know what I mean? Where you are connected to pile number 3. You are, because there was a ladder. Okay. Yeah, something about a ladder, like this person, you know, uses a ladder when they work, or something about they've been asking for a ladder. We have a beetle here. Yeah, you're definitely connected to pile number 3. We have a beetle here. So this person could be from the Middle East is what I'm picking up here, not for everybody, okay? This person maybe likes the Beatles, or I'm also hearing Beetlejuice. Is this something? Beetlejuice, Turkey. Okay, so funny because I talked about the Middle East. So we have Turkey here. Maybe this person really likes Turkey. Or this person, I feel like this person already has been behaving very stupidly. Or this person, you already noticed that this person is like acting stupid, acting weird. Okay. Or behaving stupidly. Or again, they really like Turkey, or they have been on a vacation in Turkey. They want to go to Turkey. They are from Turkey, the Middle East. Okay. Who's this person that is not? Whoa. Okay, we have lightning here. It says control your anger or you will be sorry. So this could be a person who has temper tantrums, or you know this person, or people like, you know that this person, they sometimes get angry, or they don't like to say sorry. What is that about? Maybe this person also really likes thunder. I don't know. This is very like, yeah, unsuccessful plans in a knot. What is that about? It's like when they are like a sour loser, or when they don't succeed, they get mad. They throw temper tantrums. They cuss. They get very mad when they don't get their way. Okay. Let's get one more card. Spirit, how does pile number 2 know who they are? How does pile number 2 know who they are? Or again, this person is upset. I don't know, this is weird. Who is this person that cannot be trusted? Or you can at least not trust them with your love life, if that makes sense, okay? Yeah, we have a sincere wish will be granted with a needle and a thread. So this person could also maybe like, be into fashion, or they sew, or they want to become a fashion designer, or they, you know, they sew things or whatever. Okay. Who's this person for pile number 2? One more. Who's this person for pile number 2? Who's this person for pile number 2, Spirit? So this is the person that is going to make you feel like you're not good enough for this man or this woman. Okay. Or you need to stay away from them because they are not good for your confidence, or they make you more insecure. Kind of like with this person, it doesn't help you to get more confident, they help you to get more insecure. Okay, and then when you are insecure, it's going to cause like issues in your connection with your true love and your future spouse that are very unnecessary. Okay, let's see. Who's this untrustworthy person? We have the sun here. It says happiness and well-being. Yeah, I feel like this person is very egotistical. They always have to be the center of attention. You know. Who's this person? Who are they? Let's get these last cards and then we're going to talk about something else here. Yeah, we have kangaroo here. I don't know. Do they like kangaroos? Are they from Australia? Okay. We have lion here. So this person could expose themselves because they're going to talk about kangaroos. They're going to talk about Australia. They maybe have a kangaroo on their t-shirt the next time you see them. With the lion here, they could be a Leo. They don't have to be. They could maybe buy something with a lion head. You could see them the next time with a lion on their t-shirt. This person could be someone who likes to go to the zoo, or they're going to tell you that they're going to the zoo. Okay, we have a dagger here. Yeah, fear, worries, tension, tense situation. Spirit is telling me you already felt very like every time you are around them, you feel tense and worried. Okay. Or something about every time you are with them, the weather is weird, or I'm also hearing you cannot breathe properly. Something about your breathing, like it's not easy for you to breathe, or something about your breathing changes around them. And again, here for this card right here with the new home, new attitude, there's something about this person wants to move, or they're obsessed with the idea of moving, or maybe they also completely avoid the topic even though you have been together for 5 or even more years. Does it make sense? Kind of like, okay, you have been together for a long time, why not move in? You know, like how long do they want to wait? Do they want to wait 20 years until you guys move in, and then are you going to have children? Does it make sense where they string you along? Maybe they don't even want to have children. Maybe they don't even, do you know what I mean? So again, this is going to be different for everybody who this person is. Let's get a few more cards on your love story with this person, like with your true love, because now we talked about this bullshit energy as usual. Don't like to talk about it, but yeah. So I pick up an energy here, pile number 2, with your love story, with your true love and your future spouse. Again, it's kind of like an energy where Spirit is gonna show you that they are the one for you. The reason is because they're actually gonna fucking say it, okay? Kind of like, maybe you're not used to men saying I love you, or maybe you're not used to men making a big gesture, or do you know what I mean? So you just know what it feels like to get the bare minimum. This man, this woman is they're gonna, you know, they're gonna do something here. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture, express your love. So this man or this woman, there's gonna be like a magical night where they're gonna tell you how much, like they're gonna gush, they're gonna tell you how much they love you, how much they you know, how much they feel for you. And I pick up the energy here where they might be telling you that they usually don't trust people, but with you they have a feeling that they can trust you. Okay, that might be something that they're gonna say to you, that it's not easy for them to trust people, but with you they have a different feeling. Okay, so there's something about so your spirit guides us saying your connection with your true love and your future spouse, there might be a significant party. For some odd reason I'm being brought to a Halloween party, of course not for everybody, or something about you guys going to a party, or they're going to tell you how much they love you at a party. Okay, or the first time that they say I love you to you is going to be at a party or something along those lines. Okay, for others of you, spirit might be telling you you are about to get invited to a party and they want you to go there because it's somehow connected. It's kind of like a chain of events that lead you to your future spouse, but this party that you're going to get invited to might be like somehow connected to your future spouse. Maybe you have an epiphany on that night. Maybe you meet someone that is going to be the best friend of your spouse. Maybe you literally meet your spouse at a party, not for everybody, of course. Okay, something about a magical night or something about a party that is going to be significant when it comes to your love story with your true love and your future spouse. But let me see what that is about. Okay. Why is the magical connection or evening here? What is that about, Spirit? Yeah, we have here the 10 of Cups in reverse. Oh, bitch, the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Cups. Shut the front door. Okay, hold on. What is happening here? What is going on here? What is that about? Guys, I'm so sorry. The fucking footage was blurry. I don't even know when the blurring started to happen. Okay, but it's funny because it's kind of like where Spirit wants you to see someone for who they truly are. Like you see them blurred, or I'm hearing blurred vision. I'm hearing blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want, cause you're a good girl. But it's like an energy where you maybe think someone is a good girl or a good guy, but he's not. And the omens have been very weird. Like if you really look at the omens, can I say something? For me, for example, I'm gonna share a story with you guys. So there was this guy, I was outside with him and I got some weird ass, every time I was outside with him something weird happens, but like it was negative omens. And one was super duper blunt in my face, because on that day I kept seeing the word troublemaker, kind of like where Spirit is telling me, hey, this guy next to you, he's a troublemaker, so get away from him. Did I listen? No. Okay, but that's what it feels like to me here. Something along those lines could be significant. Okay, something about where you don't see someone clearly, and it's very, very important for you to see them clearly, because if you don't see clearly, you don't know what the fuck they're doing in the back here, because we have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups here. What is that? What is that energy about? It's like, because I'm trying to walk away. I'm trying to, you know, not talk about it, but Spirit is like, no, this needs to be talked about here. Okay, let's see. Why? What is that energy about? The 5 of Cups here twice. What the fuck is that? What is that energy about here? Okay, so this energy right here is about a person who seems innocent but is not trustworthy, and the other person who seems intimidating but they are trustworthy. Flip. It's like someone who looks like this and they have a huge heart, and someone who's like, hey, and they're not, you know? You see, it's kind of like Spirit wants you to know that don't listen to their advice or don't trust them, but this person you can trust. Okay. They might look intimidating, but they're a kind person with a pure heart. There's something going on where someone seems innocent, but they're not, and someone seems to be dangerous or whatever, and they're not. Okay, so there's some type of like flip, whatever. That's why also the reason, because Spirit is, you know, omens. I talked to you guys about omens, and look at how the footage was fucking blurred. You see? So Spirit wants you to adjust your vision, or to really look at something about, they have been sending you sign after sign after sign. They want you to like put the puzzle pieces together here. Okay. This might even be a person who you talk to them, and again, they cause you to become more and more insecure, and the more insecure you become, you see this fly is like getting on my freaking nerves here. The more insecure you become, the less power you have to manifest. But Spirit wants you to manifest your true love in your future spouse. So they're going to be like, hey, you know, you need to get away from this draining energy. Okay, what is that? What is that energy about here? This chapter is making you the most powerful version of yourself. What you will learn, others will be great for you. Teach them. You know what's funny? I feel like this reading is supposed to prepare you guys for your spouse. Because I wanted to do a completely different reading, but they were like, nope, we need to talk. Something is going on here. And this fly is getting on my nerves. You see, it's like what is that? Okay. What is this energy about here? What am I looking at? Why is that the 11th house? The 11th house is usually about networking with people. Yeah, it's a group. The 11th house usually talks about a group. It talks about a group effort. It talks about the collective. It talks about friendships. It talks about networking. So someone is in your circle. Someone is in your group that is not supposed to be around you. Okay, or is not supposed to know about your love life, or something about where someone is making, you know, how do you see that, how she's making this person feel small? There is someone in your life that is making you feel small, or they're causing so many insecurities within you with jokes that they make, or just with their energy. Okay, and Spirit wants you to get rid of this person, or to walk away from them, or to realize what they're doing. Okay, kind of like to cleanse yourself from their energy, because the Fool card is a blank canvas here. Okay, something about you're going to be very happy, you're going to be happier with a new person, or something about Spirit wants you to cleanse yourself from this person's energy. Okay, because the reason why your future spouse is not there yet is because you've been feeling small and insecure, unworthy, or you've been feeling like you don't deserve something, or something is not going to happen for you. But again, it's the influence of another person. Okay, so sometimes our insecurities come from us, absolutely, but sometimes you have people around you that have an energy that is not good for you. It's kind of like, you know how in chemical reactions, or in chemistry, do you call it chemistry? It's like one liquid is responding to the other liquid. It's the same with people and with energy, but with people and energy it's not as visible as in chemistry. But if you think about it, everything is made out of atoms. So we are actually, you know, like we are the particles, or we are what people look at in chemistry. It's just not visible to the eye. So you react to someone's energy, and therefore you start to feel small and not confident. And once they are out of your life, you're going to feel like confident again. You're going to feel good again. And again, for others of you, this might be something that happens in the future, and Spirit is preparing you already that someone in your circle is going to act up. Someone in your circle is going to act stupid. Your spirit guides are here once you meet this man or this woman. So they're going to show their ass, they're going to show you who they truly are, and Spirit wants you to see them for who they are, and don't look at them with rose-colored glasses, because you believe in the good in people. Okay, it says, what are you really feeling? Close your eyes and listen to what's happening inside of you. So Spirit is telling you, you maybe already know the truth, or you already knew that's not news to you, or you already felt some weird ass energy in the air. Okay, that Spirit has been trying to highlight to you and show you. Okay, what does pile number 2 need to hear about their love story with their true love and their future spouse? It seems to be, it's so funny because pile number 3's reading was weird as well. So it seems to be like people are trying to stop the union between people that are destined to meet. And I feel like I'm supposed to like call it out. Okay, it was never that clear to me, but it's funny that I talk about that in your reading when we before had like a blurry energy. So something about Spirit is going to make something clear to you, and they want you to listen to the omens that you receive. Okay, all of a sudden you're gonna feel good again. All of a sudden the sadness is lifted from your shoulders out of fucking nowhere, because you no longer talk to this person, or you limit how much you talk to them, or you don't tell them certain details. Okay, what does pile number 2 need to know about their love story with their true love and their future spouse? You might be asking me, Cynthia, are you still surprised? Yes, still. Okay, let me show the card to you, what it says down here. Now it doesn't want to fucking focus. Excuse me. Is it in focus now? I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I'm blurred now. I don't think so. Full circle moment clarity. What do you want pile number 2 to know about their love life here? Raw and real. Look at that energy here. They want to show you who your true love and your future spouse really is. May that be, hey, the person that you think is your future spouse is not your future spouse. It's a new person. For others of you, it's like this person is meant for you, but you have a person who is trying to separate you both, okay, by making you feel like shit or making you doubt him or her, or, you know, that you have a blurred vision of who your spouse really is. Because they put they have prejudice, or they put prejudice in your mind when it comes to your spouse. Something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Pile number 2. If you want to know who they are, just ask your spirit guides, please show me the truth. Please show me clarity. Show me who my true love and my future spouse really is. Show me who this person is that, you know, that I cannot trust. Speak it out. Let the evidence come to you. Okay. Something needs to come to the light here. Okay, pile number 2. I'm going to go to the extended now. I want to talk about 2 things. One, we have here spiritual woman. It says big heart wants you to win a free spirit. I don't know what this is about. Okay, because I almost want to say, can I show you something? You see how we have the 5 of Cups here, right? Now, this looks like, oh, it's a party, it's multiple people. For example, this setting right here also looks like multiple people. And there's certain people that you can trust, and there's certain people that you cannot trust. So it's almost like Spirit is trying to show you like who has a big heart, who wants you to win and who doesn't want you to win, specifically about your love life. Someone wishes you well, someone wants you to genuinely fall in love. Someone is supposed to, you know, be your bridesmaid or whatever, and someone is not. Okay, so it's something about like certain people. It's kind of like, you see how it looks like people, it's like Spirit is testing people, and there's certain people that they fall through the test, so they're not loyal. Does that make sense? So they don't show you loyalty to you. So it's kind of like Spirit wants you to, I'm hearing revoke your loyalty to them. Whoa, these are not my words, but do you know what I mean? It's like I'm hearing the last man standing, or something about the last people who kind of like in an elimination process where only the real ones, and we just had the card raw and real, right? Where only the real ones stand. Raw and real. Only the real ones are supposed to stay in your life, or something along those lines. Okay. Yeah, Spirit wanted to call out this person who was like weird here. If you tell me this didn't really make sense, just wait a few days. Spirit is gonna come through. They're gonna show you like a kangaroo or whatever, and you're like, oh, here's the kangaroo. She talked about a fucking kangaroo, and here's the fucking kangaroo. Okay. Yeah, so I want to clarify the spiritual woman here. We also have the 4th house, which usually talks about family. It talks about family dynamic. It talks about roots. It talks about settling down. It talks about your home situation. Okay. We also have here in-laws. It's like it's a little twisted, so I need to get a little bit more clear on what is going on here. So pile number 2, I just feel like your spirit guides want to prepare you for maybe a person. I don't know if this person is in your life right now, or this person would be in your life in the future. They just want you to know that there is going to be a particular person that you cannot trust with relationship advice, that you cannot trust with, you know, this person's going to be jealous of your connection with your true love and your future spouse. Again, I don't know who this person is, but they're warning you right now. Okay, they're warning you right now that there's going to be a person who's going to love it when they see you and your spouse fighting. Okay, and they're probably going to kind of like, you know, they want to stir problems, or they want to cause problems between you and your future spouse. That's why I'm telling you this, because there is going to be a snake. I don't know who they are, okay? They just want you to have this in the back of your mind, because this person's going to reveal themselves once you meet your true love and your future spouse, but they're already telling you, hey, there's going to be a person. This person cannot be trusted. You cannot take this person's advice. They're going to say some stupid shit. They maybe even badmouth either you or your spouse, so don't listen to them, okay? That's what I feel like your spirit guides try to tell you in this reading. But yeah, I'm going to go a little bit more into detail on Patreon, okay? I'm gonna do that on Patreon. So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box. And if not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my lovely pal number 3, welcome to your reading, guys. So I'm actually gonna start with you guys, so if I say pal number 1, don't mind me, because I'm starting your reading today, or I'm starting the reading today with you. And this is so freaking weird, because I almost want to say your spirit guides, if you have not watched the intro, in the intro I told you guys that I actually plan to do a sexy reading, or to do like a more light-hearted fun reading, you know. And then Spirit told me they want me to do a different reading today, and I feel like I'm doing this different reading particularly for you guys, pal number 3. I'm gonna be very honest, because there's like information about your love life that you need right now, or something about timing, okay? Because the word now comes up twice here, I think, in your reading, and also very soon. So there's something that you need to know right here, right now, in this very moment, kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a specific message that you need to hear right now, which is the reason why Spirit told me to do this reading first before I do the sexy reading and the light-hearted reading, because it's kind of like information that you need right now. Like, it's kind of like what you need to hear right now. When you click on this video, there's an energy of like you're about to be in union with your true love and your future spouse. So you are about to meet them, which is the reason why you need this information right now, or something about like there's some type of like Spirit told me you need to hear this right now. So we're gonna look at it, okay? Specifically because we also have the card here very soon. Okay, guys, it says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, which is the reason why I said the word now. Spirit is highlighting it, okay? We're gonna talk about everything, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm actually doing this reading for you, because it almost feels like your spirit guides are saying you need this information about your love life right now, because maybe there's some type of changes that are going to happen very soon, okay? You're going to meet this person very soon, okay? Whatever the heck very soon means. Okay, so that's the reason why I chose to do this reading today. It's because of you guys. Now, another thing that I want to say is, again, like I told you guys, I wanted to do a sexy reading. I wanted to do like a sexy reading, you know, like a little bit fun and stuff like that. And the fact that I chose not to do a sexy reading is also kind of like an omen why I'm doing this reading with you guys. But I'm actually gonna describe everything, okay? So this is gonna be very spicy. This feels like some tea where your spirit guides are saying you are ready to hear this information right now, or something about now's the time to tell you this, or I don't know, something is going on with timing, something is going on with like, ooh, get ready, you know, you are about to meet them very soon, or something about, I'm super excited in your reading, guys. Like, I was like, oh my god, you know, I cannot wait to film pile number 3. So when I'm on the edge of my seat, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start with pile number 3. So here we go, okay? Just wanted to let you guys know your reading might be a little bit, ooh, you know, like, oh, what is going on here? It feels like tea. Okay. And I don't want to use the word urgent, because I don't know, I don't like the word urgent. I just feel like Spirit is saying, yes, your spirit guides are here. Your spirit guides are here, and they're saying that it's the perfect timing for something, basically, which is the reason why they want me to do this reading. Okay, I already said that 5 times already, okay? Now let me begin your reading. So if you're new to my channel, I usually channel the energy first. Like, I look at the cards and I, you know, see what I see. And then I'm going to show you the cards here and there, okay? So pile number 3. What you need to know about your love story with your future spouse, or your love story with your future spouse. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards a little bit here, actually. Okay, so that we both put the puzzle pieces together, because that feels like a riddle. This energy here feels like a puzzle piece, like a riddle, the last puzzle piece before something is manifesting, finally resolving a riddle, or finally finding the answer to some type of riddle, or something about a conclusion about why certain things have happened. Okay, so this feels like a full circle moment, like a conclusion, the last puzzle pieces coming together. That's what it feels like, okay? So we have the card here. Like I said, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, okay? Again, pay attention to the word now. And then we have here very soon. Okay, so your love story with your future spouse is going to begin very soon. Okay, or there's some type of like big event taking place very soon. Then we have here deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, now that is not you, and that's not your true love and your future spouse. It's other people. I'm telling you, this is gonna get spicy. Okay, this is kind of like a telenovela, kind of like when you watch a TV series or whatever, or like a series or a show about love, and then there's other people involved between two people's love story. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have here deception. It came out in reverse. Okay, I want to show you every card that came out. Even if you are not a tarot reader, you're probably going to, you know, put the puzzle pieces together as well. Okay, then we have here flirt. It says extend your light-hearted energy to others. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, now others for me feels like it's more than two people. It's not extend your light-hearted energy to the other person, it's to others. Okay, in a flirt. Okay, and it came out in reverse. Okay, now I want to show you this card right here. Okay, it's the Nine of Swords. But if you look closely on the left side, no, on the right side, right? Hold on, where? Like right here on this side, if you look very closely, what do you see? There's a shadow figure. So this person is not alone in the room. There is another person in the room. Okay, but this person is hidden, or this person's energy is hidden. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Then we have here the 8th house. If you are not familiar with astrology, the 8th house is usually about hidden knowledge, occultism, which occultism means hidden knowledge. Okay, it is the house where secrets are hidden, or there's hidden knowledge or hidden information. Yes, okay. So we have the 8th house here. And then we have my card. I created these oracle cards. We have as wise as a serpent and tricking the trickster. I let negative energy make me wise, not bitter. Okay, and I chose this picture because she looks like Medusa. Okay, and then we have here the magician, right? And the magician is in essence, they are a trickster. Now it depends on the magician if they're just putting on a show to make people happy, or if they are literally trying to trick somebody into doing something. This is the card of manipulation, of tricking someone, of saying things, or also the energy of manifesting something that is kind of questionable. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we have here the magician. The magician came out in reverse. I want you guys to see every card that came out. You're probably like, Cynthia, I know where you're about to go. Yes. So the magician came out, right? The magician again. This would also be a person who actively is manifesting something, right? The magician is using tools, bringing them together to manifest, to create energy, okay? To create a change. That's what the magician does, right? But he's also putting on a show. Or he decides what he wants and he takes action and he does something. He's brewing something, he's doing something, right? Again, depending on what his intentions are, he can manifest some beautiful things, but he can also manifest some questionable things, right? And then we have the devil here. Yes, we have the devil here. So if you put these two cards together, even if you are not a tarot reader, the magician, magic, and devil, okay? The devil card is also, if you are not familiar with tarot, but it would make sense, right? I'm hearing the song by Doja Cat. She a rebel, she bella, bitch, she a devil. Okay, so if you look at those two cards, okay, the devil talks about someone, especially with the magician and how do you call it? Especially in a context with the magician, this is like a person who is trying to trick somebody, okay? Like a person who's manifesting something with bad intentions, or with greed, or with energy that is not pure, with energy that is selfish, with energy that is maybe, you know, going to hurt another person. You know, that's what happens when you have the devil and the magician here, okay? Woo. Okay, here we go. So these are the two cards like that I wanted to show you. And then double confirmation we have here: set yourself free, change the energy. Hexes and evil eyes are being broken now. The word now came out again. Okay, we have the word now here 3 times. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Then we have here, take action now. Change the energy. So Spirit wants you to take some type of action. They want you to do something, okay? There is something, again, which is the reason why I'm sitting here. I'm doing this reading specifically for you guys. It's like, okay, the time is now, okay? So, and then here it says, set yourself free, change the energy. Hexes and evil eyes are being broken now. So the word now came out now 3 times. And every time you see something twice or 3 times, that means it's like urgent, or there's like something like this is a very significant energy. I also want to ask you guys if there was some weird stuff happening with timing, kind of like where maybe things have been rescheduled in your life recently, or something weird happening with your clock. You know, I don't know, the clock is standing still, or something about like you waking up on weird, something about the word time, or something connected to timing, okay? Kind of like, oh, you maybe lost your watch, you know, like your wristwatch, or your wrist, you know, like the watch that you wear on your wrist. Maybe you lost your watch, or maybe the clock was standing still, or you had to like, you had to buy a new clock because the old one is not working anymore, or it somehow, you know, arrived broken. And for others of you, Spirit maybe literally has been trying to, I don't know, something about, I'm hearing birth time, something about birth time, or something about where Spirit has been showing you like a number, or something about birth time. Maybe you even have been seeing, you know, words like tomorrow, yesterday, now. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like where Spirit has been trying to communicate something to you, but it is connected to time, to a clock, or to some type of birth time or birth date. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Okay, or something about where Spirit has been very, yeah, for example, also where every time you are on a reading, there's a particular month being mentioned. Maybe you have dreams, and those dreams do mention certain months. Does that make sense? There is something about, I'm also hearing divine timing, or I'm also hearing something about you have been looking at the clock all the time, when it's kind of like 1:01, 2:02, 3:03, 4:04, 4:04. Do you know what I mean? Okay, there's something about timing here. Okay, I'm also hearing time travel. Maybe some of you guys, you have been watching a movie about time traveling, or something about a time machine. Time traveling could be significant. There is something about time, or something about where Spirit keeps highlighting like a month, and you don't know why they keep showing you this particular month. Okay, or certain numbers, where Spirit even has been showing you numbers in dreams, or there is a number that is haunting you. The number is everywhere. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. So Spirit has been trying to communicate to you about time, timing, or when something is going to happen, or that it is time for something, okay? Or something about what is going to happen in the future. Why are they telling you this? Okay, because why would Spirit want you to know a lot of stuff about the future? Because there is a person that is trying to either trick you and deceive you, or that is trying to trick and deceive your true love and your future spouse, okay? Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So pound number 3, listen, okay? There is someone in the shadows. There's someone lurking. Someone is in the shadows. I don't know if it's on your part or on the part of your future spouse, or maybe the both of you, okay? I'm going to explain to you what Spirit has been showing me and telling me here. Hold on. Okay. So Spirit has been telling me that I don't know if you have a crazy ex or maybe your future spouse has a crazy ex, okay? Because with the flirt here in reverse, especially with the devil and the magician here, for me this feels like a dangerous flirt. Do you guys know that TV show You? Where the guy was so obsessed with her that he wanted to eliminate the other guy. This is the energy that I pick up here. I don't know if it's on your term or if it's on your side or on your future spouse's side. Now, for others of you, this doesn't even have to be romantic, okay? But again, I'm hearing kind of like a dangerous, you know, in quotation marks. You're always protected. That's why I'm here and that's why I'm telling you everything, okay? We are basically triggering the trickster right now. This person who is trying to trick and deceive you, I am here to reveal this person's shit-ass plans and you're gonna meet the love of your life, okay? That's why I'm here. So, because someone is trying to, I don't know, someone is trying to do something here. I don't know if it's on your part or on your future spouse's part, okay? So now the flirt in reverse for me feels like a dangerous flirt or something about where someone is obsessed with somebody to the point where it is unhealthy. Look at that energy here, okay? For me, this feels like this is you and your future spouse and this is like this crazy ex. Do you see that here? Do you see how he's, obsessed with looking at you guys? Okay, I don't know what this means. I don't know if it's on your part or on your future spouse's part. I almost want to say it's for the both of you. Okay. For others of you, maybe you're telling me, Cynthia, I don't have a crazy ex. Okay, maybe your future spouse has a crazy ex. For others of you, this doesn't even have to be a crazy ex or a crazy sneaky link or someone from the past. But if you tell me that you keep dreaming about your ex even though you don't want nothing to do with him or her, yeah, this is your pal, okay? That's exactly why we're talking about this, because their energy is around you. They're lurking. They're always on your page, always looking at you, looking at old pictures, okay? I'm going to tell you everything, okay? So for others of you, this is an energy where this might not be a crazy ex. This might be someone who is evil-eyeing your love life, okay? And I'm going to explain to you why. I pick up the energy here, especially since we have the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. I pick up an energy here where someone in your life has been jealous. They maybe have been jealous of, I'm just going to give an example. For example, you manifest your dream job or you manifest your dream apartment, your dream car, whatever it is. You always told people, I'm going to manifest this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to live abroad, I'm going to travel abroad, I'm going to get this job, So you have been actively trying to manifest your dream life or a specific event in your life. For some of you guys, you have been manifesting something, okay? Again, there's a lot of energy, so please bear with me. There's so much information coming through. So you have been manifesting something in your life. And people feel like, well, if pile number 3 already manifested their dream job, how can I explain that? Let me try to find the right words. For me, this feels like, I'm going to give an example, okay? Maybe you have like a jealous friend or, like a jealous, I don't know, sibling or whatever, and they look at you as though pile number 3 always gets everything. Pile number 3 manifested their dream apartment, their dream car. What else are they going to manifest? Are they going to manifest everything? Like, why are they so lucky? Or why is everything coming to them? Like, this is unfair. Where people feel like it is unfair that good things come to you because there's too much good things coming to you. Does that make sense? Where they feel like, why is everything coming to you? It is unfair. Where, certain people, like, they feel like you get too much, like your blessings are too much, or you get too much stuff, or usually things always work out for you, or your plans always work out, or something about where you manifest things very fast. Or do you know what I mean? Like when it takes other people a longer time and you're always so fast with, like, I don't know, reaching your dream body and getting your degree, finding a job, finding an apartment. It's always you who finds it first, or there's always miracles happening with you or something. There's always lucky events happening with you, okay? So they feel like that is not normal, that it's always pile number 3 getting those cool things, those that you're always the one that gets something, or that gets a miracle, or do you know what I mean? Like that, or that there's always something special happening in your life. So they look at you as though, like, well, pile number 3 already has their dream job, and pile number 3 already has, like, you know, their dream body, or pile number 3 is already beautiful. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, they in their mind, they're thinking at least pile number 3 doesn't have a love life, you know, kind of like an energy where these people, they only feel good because they know that they have something that you don't have. This is so fucking bonkers, but I'm gonna reveal everything here, okay? I'm gonna reveal this shadow energy. Whoever this person is, I don't know. So this person feels like, well, pile number 3 might be more beautiful than me, but she doesn't have a love life like me. Do you know what I mean? Or she's not married like me. Or pile number 3 doesn't have a love life. Pile number 3 doesn't have friends. Pile number 3 doesn't... Do you know what I mean? Where they feel like you already have so much, and the one thing that you don't have is what they have. So they take pride in it, kind of like, well, you know, there's justice. At least I have a love life and she doesn't have a love life. Because if you would have a love life, your dream job, your dream body, or again, for example, where you maybe had a glow up, you recently lost weight, gained weight, hair's growing, you got the apartment, you got the job, something along those lines here, okay? Or something about, you know, like, you always meet men that take you to beautiful places, or you have been traveling, this and that. So in their mind, they're telling themselves like, well, you know, like, the only thing that makes me happy is that pile number 3 doesn't have a love life. You know, at least I have a love life. She might have all of that, but I have a love life. Do you know what I mean? Like, where they take pride in that they have something that you don't have. And if you have a love life, then that means you get everything. Does it make sense? Where they feel like you get everything you always wished for, and it's unfair. That in their mind, they're saying that's not how life works. You don't get everything what you wish for. Does that make sense? These people, the way that they think that you are not supposed to get everything that you wish for. That is not normal, or this doesn't happen to people. They just don't understand the law of attraction. They don't understand manifestation, but they think it is only fair for you to suffer with your love life because everything else you already have, or you're so beautiful. So, you know, like, you know, you're more beautiful than me, so you should suffer, or there should be obstacles in your way because, you know, like, why would you get everything and other people don't get nothing? Does that make sense? So these people have been praying. They have been, again, if it's not a crazy ex who has been praying, okay, because I pick up an energy here where it's either a crazy ex who has been praying that you don't find another person, okay, they have been sending you energy a lot, okay, for them to show up in a reading like that. And especially with the 9 of Swords, this is a person who's overthinking. This is a person who's thinking constantly. This is a person who's constantly thinking about someone, constantly checking this person's page, constantly sending this person energy, okay? Again, kind of like an obsessed ex-lover or whatever, okay? So they have been sending energy to you, kind of like sending energy towards your love life, okay? Trying to, kind of like where they still possess you, or energetically they're still holding on to you. Does that make sense? So they have been sending energy towards your love life, okay? I'm gonna talk about what exactly I'm seeing here, but they have been sending negative energy, okay? It says, I let negative energy make me wise, not bitter. They have been sending negative energy towards your love life, your dating life, okay? And then for others of you, it might be a person who's just jealous either of your beauty, because I feel like Marilyn Monroe had a lot of women being, you know, being jealous of her beauty or her charm. Even if you tell me, Cynthia, I don't feel like I'm beautiful, whoever this person is, they think you are more beautiful than them, or you get more men than them, or you get more attention than them. Or even if it's not your beauty, maybe they feel like you have a very beautiful voice, or maybe your hair is super duper beautiful. Does that make sense? Where they feel like you have something that pulls in people, or that it makes kind of like where your life is easier because you are prettier, or you have better social skills, like you're better at speaking, or your charm, or you're very sweet, and people usually respond very positively to your charm or your sweetness or your kindness. Does it make sense? Where someone feels like you are privileged with something that you have, so they feel like it's only fair that you suffer in your love life, because if you have everything, that it doesn't make sense to them. Like, people are not, like, kind of like where they think you know, life is about suffering. Life is not about manifesting dreams and wishes and stuff like that. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't anyway. So for others of you, this is a person who has been wishing that you don't find somebody because that's the only thing that they take pride in. The only thing that they take pride in is that they have a love life and you don't. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. But this is the energy that I pick up here. Someone has been like praying that you don't find nobody, or that you don't get married, or that you don't get married before them, that you don't find nobody before them, because it scratches on their ego. Does that make sense? Like they live through their ego, and ego is not always a bad thing. If you want to manifest, you have to have a specific amount of ego to manifest certain things. Kind of like where you think about yourself like, damn, I'm amazing, I'm the shit. God created me this way, and God created me in a beautiful way. You know, that's like the healthy ego energy. If it's unhealthy, this person takes pride in, again, this person takes pride in getting married before you, having a man or having a woman, you know, like, oh, I have a man, I have a woman, pile number 3 doesn't have a man, doesn't have a woman, you know, there's justice, okay? There's justice because I have a man and she doesn't. Okay? So someone has been like wishing for you to not find love. They have been wishing for you to stay by yourself. Your spirit guides are here. They have been wishing for you to lose your charm, lose your beauty, lose your glow, or lose your ability to socialize, talk to people, meet people. Okay, that's the energy that I have been sending towards you. And again, with the 10 of Wands, guys, and the 9 of Swords, this is a person who has been obsessed with that. This is a person like when they see you, and again, this could be an ex-lover, on your side, on your future spouse's side. If everything is not applying to you, that's what your true love and your future spouse is going through. Your true love and your future spouse is literally going through evil eyes and negative energy sent towards their love life because they somehow achieved something, and people feel like, well, if pile number 3, you know, like if your future spouse would now also have their dream wife or their dream woman or their dream man, you know, like there would be no justice or life wouldn't make sense to them. Okay, I don't know why these people think like that. It's kind of weird to me. Okay, so again, with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, this is a very like intense energy. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Because it's one thing if someone sends you like an evil eye, you know, and then goes on with their day, like fuck you, but you know, also whatever. But with the 10 of Wands, this is a person who has been putting a lot of energy, a lot of work into sending either you or your future spouse like negative energy day in and day out, okay? They have been praying multiple times for either you to receive your karma or for them to receive their karma or whatever. Okay, this is kind of like a crazy ex who doesn't want you to, they don't want to see you happy because they feel like you don't deserve it because you left them in the past or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. So again, this is a crazy ex, which is funny because today for the first time I watched a video, and this video was about how a woman was like obsessed with the guy, and she was like, she didn't want to how do you call it, she did not want to accept that it is over, so she was stalking him, you know, flying to places where he was at, and it went on for a long time until, you know, she finally stopped and something along those lines. So that's what it feels like to me here. Again, for others of you, this is a person who is very egotistical, or they live in their ego, okay? They feel like if you achieve everything that you always wished for, it crushes their ego, or they take pride in having something that you don't have. Don't ask me why. I don't know what's going on with them, okay? But this is a person, they have been sending a lot of energy over months, over weeks to you, okay? Or something about where maybe I don't know, they're kind of like where they say, oh, there is no such thing as true love and stuff like that, and you know, you believe in true love. And then, for example, if you then, for example, really meet your true love, and they maybe have been settling for not true love. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like people who don't believe in love anymore, and they feel like marriage is about, you know, settling down. Marriage is about paperwork. Marriage is about like practical reasons. And then all of a sudden they see you being in love, then they're gonna, you know, feel bad about their decision. Does that make sense? And they don't want you to prove them wrong or prove them right or whatever. Prove them wrong, you know what I mean? They don't want you to prove them that true love exists, or do you know what I mean? It's very twisted what I pick up here, okay? For others of you, these are people that either know that you are really good at manifesting. They have been watching you manifest one thing after the other, one dream after the other, even if it's small things, guys. I'm not just talking about a car and this and that and this and that. It's just small. For some of you guys, it's even small things. You have been outside with these people. Maybe these are co-workers or whatever. They have been seeing that, for example, you say, I'm gonna manifest a free coffee, and you literally manifest a free coffee on that day. Does that make sense? Or you say, you know, like, I'm gonna manifest that we're gonna get free tickets for something. So it doesn't have to be these big things like huge amounts of money and your dream car and this and that. This could also be small things. Or maybe you've been saying, oh, I'm gonna get my dream buddy this month, or, you know, like, I'm gonna get his attention. Do you know what I mean? Like, where they feel like these people, I feel like these are people that have known you. Or again, this could also be your future spouse, where your future spouse is really good at manifesting. They have fake dudes, fake brothers, fake something around them that feel like these people know that you get everything that you want, or that your future spouse gets everything that he or she wants. So they know that you are a powerful manifester, or that your future spouse is a powerful manifester, okay? And they want to stop you from manifesting everything. Does it make sense? So you already manifested certain things, or you already achieved certain things. You already were successful at calling things to you and making things work for you. And they feel like, no, but this thing you're not gonna manifest. But no, this thing you're not gonna manifest. Does that make sense? Where they want to kind of like stop your greatness, or stop you from reaching your ultimate happiness. Okay, because they know that you are good at it. So they know that you are good at manifesting. Does that make sense? So they have been targeting like your ability to manifest. They have been targeting your faith, your belief system, or it's your future spouse. Again, this person has been trying to do a due diligent job or whatever. This is over weeks and over months, maybe even over years. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who this person is. Okay. And the reason why Spirit is bringing that all up, because with the deception card, I feel like the deception card in reverse talks about how masks are falling off. Okay, something about there's either going to be a huge exposure the next couple of days and weeks. Something about like someone's like, if you look at those two cards, hold on, I'm super excited, guys. Okay, I cannot even like stop myself, because I feel like you are about to meet them, or something is about to happen, okay? Okay, so, and I feel like there's something about to be revealed either to you or your future spouse, or like a full circle moment about someone's false mask or something along those lines, okay? Now, Spirit wants you to know, okay? We talk about the word now. Spirit wants you to know right now, in this very moment, there is evil eyes and hexes being broken, okay? So on your side, there's evil eyes and hexes being broken. On your future spouse's side, right now, evil eyes and hexes are being broken, okay? I want to ask you another question, guys, okay? Because I also feel like you had weird things happening with your electricity. Something about like the light is flickering, or you have to exchange one light bulb after the other, okay? And for others of you, I'm also seeing here something about sleeping, not being able to sleep, or something about, yeah, not being able to sleep, or something about your bed, something weird about your bed. I don't know, like things leaking, something about your bed, or I don't know what this is. For others of you, there's something about bugs, okay? I'm seeing something about like bugs, or something about like, yeah, something about bugs, okay? Something weird happening with bugs. I don't know what this means. Just your confirmation that this is your pile, okay? For others of you, I also feel like you recently were very sick, or you were in bed and you were like freezing, although it's like summer season, okay? Something about where someone was sick in bed recently is what I'm picking up here, okay? Or you might be sick right now in this very moment. I'm also picking up Russia. Someone could be watching me here from Russia, I don't know. Or something about circles. I'm also seeing something about circles where you have been noticing, very weird, but you have been noticing that something comes in circles, or something about circles. I don't know what this means, or something that is written in a circle, okay? What else am I seeing here? Yeah, because I'm seeing something about temperature, okay? So I do feel like someone, you know, had fever or was sick or something along those lines. I don't know what this means, okay? Just a confirmation that this is your pile, guys, okay? For others of you, Spirit maybe also has been sending you signs through Marilyn Monroe, okay? Or maybe Spirit has been sending signs to you through Medusa, the goddess Medusa. For others of you, Spirit has been sending you signs through poets, yeah, either poets or poetry, okay? Or maybe through a rapper. Something about a deceased person, okay? Because Tupac is deceased, so this could also be an energy where you felt the energy of a deceased celebrity, or you have been very much connected to the quotes of a deceased celebrity, okay? That's what it feels like to me here. It could even be James Dean or something along those lines, okay? So now let's continue. And we also have protection here. So Spirit wants you to know you, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven, okay? So they don't want you to be scared. That's why I'm here. This is my job as a tarot reader, to clean up this mess. Okay, and that's why we also have here, take action now, change the energy. So Spirit wants you to take action now when it comes to your future spouse and your love life. We're going to talk about it in a second. So I pick up an energy here, and I want to ask you guys, because I feel like an energy here where, now coming back to why I chose to do this reading instead of the sexy reading, which is such an omen. It's kind of like where someone wants to stop you from being sexy or feeling sexy, or something about where you used to, something about your beauty, your sex appeal, or you feeling sexy. Someone has been targeting that over a few weeks or a few months, okay, which then prevented you from dating and going out and this and that and this and that. It was all a plan. This person had a whole plan, okay? This person had a whole plan to stop you from manifesting love, because they know that you're going to be successful at manifesting love, because they feel an energy around you that screams, that smells like success, okay? So they have been thinking to themselves, like, I hope pal number 3 is not gonna succeed at manifesting love, you know, like, I hope they're not gonna find their love, you know, I hope they're gonna get confused, I hope they're gonna come back to me, or something about, like, I hope they're gonna, I don't know, I don't even want to talk about it, but for some of you guys, they have been either targeting your sex appeal, your beauty, how you see yourself in the mirror. If it's not you, it's your future spouse, what your future spouse is going through right now. Something about targeting someone's self-confidence, okay, by thinking very negative thoughts on the daily, okay, for a few weeks, a few months, and then when you talk to this person, even touch them, yes, you absorb the energy. For others of you, these energies are just traveling to you, okay, because everything is energy, thoughts are energy. We're gonna talk about everything, okay? So I feel like a strong energy here where, yeah, for some of you guys, you have been going through some weird shit when it comes to your body, your sex appeal, your ability to talk to people, or, you know, like to socialize with people, okay? Also something with your sexuality. I don't know what this is. Oh my god, yeah, something with your sexuality here as well. Again, with the Magician and the Devil, this is a person who is doing it intentionally. So it's not by accident, where someone is thinking about you all the time by accident, or manifesting you, trying to manifest you back by accident. This is intentional, okay? Because someone can think about you all day, and they're not doing it intentionally, and then all of a sudden you dream about them. Does that make sense? So they've been sending energy to you, but it was not with a thought in the back of their mind. They just have been thinking about you, and then this energy travels to you and you dream of them. This person has been doing that intentionally, okay? I'm telling you, this person has been intentionally wishing either for you to never find another woman, another man, or for your future spouse to never find another woman or another man, or something about, again, something about being intimate and sexual with somebody, or something about, you know, like that PUSSY is mine, that DICK is mine. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm being brought to. And that hex, that evil eye is being broken now. We're actually breaking it. I feel like the energy is already broken, or it's about to, you know, crumble. Whatever this person's energy, again, this energy is breaking, okay? Because it's kind of like a person who's trying to stop the flow of the water. You know, like when you try to stop water, you can stop water only for a specific amount of time until it pushes through. something about where the force of water is strong about someone. There could even be an energy where a person has been just trying to get married before you or get engaged before you. I don't know why, okay? So they've been trying to kind of like, you know, like push you to the side, like, no, I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna be the first one to get married. I'm gonna be the first one to announce my engagement. They have been looking at this whole love as a competition or whatever. I don't know. I'm the first one who's gonna get a child, who's gonna be like, I'm gonna be the first one. I don't know, something like that, okay? So I feel like an energy here where you have been recovering. Your future spouse actually has been recovering from that energy. And I also feel like you, in case you have been going through something weird happening again with either your beauty, with your skin, I'm seeing here, something weird going on with your hair, with your weight, something weird going on with, again, something about where it's not that easy for you to, you know, I'm also hearing a beauty sleep, something like, metaphorically speaking, someone has been trying to rob you off of your beauty sleep, you know, like, so that you don't look so fresh or whatever, I don't know, or something about where someone has been sending energy to you that you keep thinking about them, or that you don't see anybody but them, kind of like, you know, when someone does a spell like, pile number 3 is gonna see nobody but me, she's always gonna think about me, you know, stuff like that, okay? This has been going on behind the scenes, which is why we have the 8th house here, okay? Now, we're breaking this energy right now, okay? This energy, I feel like you already recovered from it. I also feel like you gained your confidence back day in, like, every day you have been gaining your confidence a little bit more, or something about your glow is coming back, your inspiration is coming back, your enthusiasm is coming back, you feeling sexy is coming back, you getting back in shape again, okay? Something about you're starting to feel comfortable in your body again, but I feel like it has been a process throughout the last couple of months, maybe even years, okay? So you have been breaking this evil eye, this negative energy. You basically have been bouncing back from this negative energy that has been sent towards you. And this reading right here is about cutting it completely, okay? This is like the last puzzle piece that is gonna solidify breaking this energy or this negative energy, whatever it was, okay? Kind of like the last puzzle piece, because you have been doing a great job at getting your confidence back, or, you know, like uplifting yourself again. For some of you guys, it even maybe has been health problems, health issues. I'm seeing it very strongly here, okay? Because if you're not healthy, what are you going to manifest, right? Yeah, and with the 10 of Cups, this is like the last puzzle piece right here, which we're going to do, okay? So Spirit wants you to do like the last thing. There's like the last puzzle piece that your spirit guides want you to do to solidify and completely banish that negative energy sent towards your love life, sent towards your future spouse, okay? That's why we have to do this reading, or we had to do this reading. So give me a moment. I just want to drink something here. So, pile number 3. I'm going to share a few tips and tricks with you, but I'm going to go into detail on Patreon, okay? But I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I want to still, you know, like let you know what you can do. But if you really want to, you know, want me to go into detail and really help you out here, or, you know, like where you feel like you need some extra assistance, you can find me on Patreon, okay? Because this reading is going to be so long, and I'm not going to do pile number 2 and pile number 1 if I tell you everything here. Okay, so I pick up an energy here where your spirit guides are saying, okay, I literally hear instructions. Spirit wants you to, again, take action and change the energy now. Okay, this is like the last puzzle piece, literally, okay? So the 8th house, again, is about hidden knowledge and occultism. So they want you to use magic, okay? They want you to use magic. They want you to use manifestation. Now, if you look at this card right here, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so if you look at this card, I was just thinking about like a video that I'm gonna do for Patreon. Maybe that would also be a significant reading. So in case you are subscribed to my Patreon, or you think about subscribing to my Patreon, I plan on doing a reading about your next spiritual awakening. So I feel like it's somehow connected to this reading. I don't know why yet. Okay, but that could also be another video that Spirit wants you to watch. It's somehow going to be connected to your love story with your future spouse. or this could just mean that your true love and your future spouse is literally in the midst of going through a spiritual awakening. And you know how spiritual awakenings are kind of crazy, but they're also kind of like, oh my God, you know, how do I function now that I know this truth, or now that I know all of that stuff here, okay? But if you look at this card right here, she's holding a book. So Spirit is telling me they want you to take a book, okay? They want you to take a book. I'm also hearing you used to do that a lot. I feel like you used to manifest a lot again, where someone maybe even wanted to take your inspiration away, kind of like where you were so inspired and you, like, one of your favorite hobbies was manifesting or journaling, and you somehow stopped. And you might be telling me, Cynthia, I don't even know why I stopped manifesting, or I don't know why I stopped journaling. That was this person's energy, okay? Maybe they know that you do certain things, or they know what kind of practices you use, so they have been trying to kind of like suck the life out of it, or make you feel uninspired not to do it anymore, and to fall off with your manifestation, and fall off with your journaling, and to fall off with your eating, or your, you know, like your fitness routine or whatever, okay? So they're telling me what you can do. Again, it's the last puzzle piece, and after that all they want you to do is sit back and relax, okay? So they're telling me they want you to take a book, a journal, a piece of paper, whatever you want, okay? And they want you to write down that you are releasing any negative energy that is sent towards your love life. So you could write down, again, just use your own words. I'm just trying to give an example to you, but you're just gonna do what feels right to you, okay? For some of you guys, you could even use a candle, kind of like, once this candle is burnt down, all the negative energies out of my life. But again, you have to be very specific with your words. So they're telling me they want you to write down all negative energies, and again, you can also use other words. You don't need to use my words. I release all negative energy that is sent towards my love life, okay? And all negative energy sent towards my love life return to where they come from, okay? Now the energy when it comes to my love life is pure and clean and cleansed, okay? And now there's a lot of positive energy when it comes to my love life, okay? You can also, for example, write down all negative energy sent towards, you could actually do the whole shebang, okay? Any negative energy sent towards my charm, my beauty, my body, my physical body, my sex appeal, all negative energy sent towards my sex appeal, my body, the way I see myself, returns to where it came from. I release that negative energy when it comes to my sex appeal, my body, my self-image, my body image, or whatever. Okay, now the energy, so you basically say you release it, you send it back to where it comes from, then you say that this energy is pure, kind of like my the energy when it comes to my body and my beauty and my physical appearance is now purified, cleansed, clean. It's a clean slate, and there's a lot of positive energy now, okay? So these are like, you know, what Spirit is telling me here. Okay, and then I also feel like Spirit might be telling you to do that for your future spouse as well, kind of like any negative energy that was sent towards my true love and my future spouse's beauty, sex appeal, your spirit guides are here, beauty, sex appeal, charm, maybe ability to socialize, or his heart returns to where it comes from. And my future spouse now feels sexy. My future spouse now feels good enough for me. My future spouse now feels, you know, confident in who he is, you know, and he's now ready to meet me. Does that make sense? Where you basically manifest that the negative energy that has been sent towards your true love and your future spouse goes back to where it came from, and that there's a lot of good energy. Because let me tell you something, okay? That's how energy works. So, for example, because I almost want to say, you know, you can manifest something without so much effort, okay? Some people, they just think about something and then they manifest it, right? And the reason why you have to put so much effort, because again, people have been feeling that either you or your future spouse has been manifesting effortlessly. So they have been trying to somehow do some bullshit so that it is harder for you to manifest, or that it is harder to manifest for your future spouse, okay? Which might be the reason if you tell me, Cynthia, I used to manifest like so fast, so quick, and all of a sudden, you know, it takes a long time for me to manifest things, or I need to put a lot of effort and energy into it. Again, it's because someone has been seeing that you do it effortlessly, or that you are very good at it. So they have been sending negative energy towards it. Meaning that, for example, if someone is thinking, I hope pile number 3 never finds their true love and their future spouse, they put that energy out there into the universe with their thoughts, right? That's the energy that they put out there. So in order to banish that energy, or in order to contradict that energy, or in order to triumph over that energy, you would have to also speak more. Does it make sense? Where you have to, when they cast a spell with just their thinking or with what they say, they basically cast a spell. That's why you say spell your name. It's casting a spell. So when they say, I hope pile number 3 is never gonna find somebody, they cast a spell. And the way you either neutralize it, okay, or you triumph over that spell is when you start to spell, okay, that your love life is amazing, or that any negative energy sent towards your love life, to either neutralize it, okay, to neutralize the energy. So that means you have to speak it more. So you have to put more effort into manifesting certain things, okay, because you have to override, or you have to triumph over the cast that they have been spelling or have been trying to spell or whatever. Yeah, I think that's proper English. I don't know. Does it make sense? So then you have to kind of like, for example, say, I release all negative thoughts about my love life. All negative thoughts that I have about my love life, I release them. My future spouse is releasing all his negative energies, negative thoughts that he has about his love life. So then you start to cast a spell. You start to create energy, right? You start to create energy, and at some point it triumphs over the negative energy that someone has been sending towards you. That's why you have to put more effort into manifesting, okay, because there was someone trying to manifest against you. If there's no one trying to manifest something against you or against your will, then it's easy for you to manifest, right? You manifest, oh, I want to manifest this flower or whatever, and nobody, nobody gives a fuck about it, so you manifest it effortlessly. But if someone is like sending negative energy towards it, your positive energy has to like be even stronger. So you have to put a lot more effort into it. That's what Spirit wants you to know, okay? So they want you to put more effort into manifesting, because it's important right now, or the time is now, or you're supposed to meet. The union is supposed to happen very soon. You are supposed to meet your true love and your future spouse very soon, okay? So again, they say, take action, change the energy now, okay? They want you to write daily about it, or to cleanse daily, okay? To speak positive things into existence, but also to neutralize. So to kind of like push the negative energy out of your life by saying, all the negative energy sent towards me, or all negative thoughts, I release them, bam, out of my life. Okay, that's what they want you to do. And then you replace it with good energy. They want you to really focus on, casting spells onto your love life, okay? Either neutralizing it or sending a lot of positive energy into it, because again, you are supposed to meet. It's time. Spirit is, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's time. Maybe you also have been seeing people and t-shirts and quotes about the time is now, perfect timing, it's time, or don't waste time, or something about time, okay? Where Spirit has been trying to tell you it's time, or that's the last puzzle piece. You already have put a lot of effort into healing yourself and becoming confident in your future spouse as well. That's the last puzzle piece here, okay? They might want you to do this for the next 1 or 2 weeks, or to do it on the regular, okay? They wanted you to have this knowledge, okay? Yeah, we also have here, let go for a few days and trust the process. Focus on something else that is in your control, okay? So I think I'm going to clarify this on Patreon. That's what I want you guys to know. I'm going to go a little bit into detail on Patreon. Is there anything else that I can share with you guys before I go to Patreon? Because I'm going to go a little bit more into detail on Patreon here. Okay, I just wanted you guys to know that this is what Spirit wants you to do right here, right now, in this very moment. Okay. Pile number 3, to summarize or to come to a conclusion in your reading. I'm hearing Spirit wants you to claim what you have lost due to someone, manifesting, because again, this, the 8th house is about taboos. It's also about, this is also the house of sex. So I don't know, this could also be an energy where you had sex with the wrong person and they somehow left energy in your aura, or something about, I don't know, something about someone's sex appeal or something about sex magic. I don't know what exactly is going on here, okay? Or someone's sex appeal, where someone felt like your energy is so high, your sexual energy is so high, or you're so attractive, even if you don't see yourself that way, but someone felt like you are more attractive than them and they had to knock it down somehow, some way. So I'm hearing Spirit saying, claim what you feel like you've lost. For example, let's say, you were so passionate about manifesting and you kind of lost it, or you were so passionate about healthy eating but you kind of lost it. You were so passionate about dancing but you kind of lost it. Something about where you somehow lost something. You didn't really lose it, you know, because it's in your soul or in your spirit, but something I'm hearing out of sight, out of mind, where you lost something in a sense where it was out of sight and out of mind, and Spirit wants you to claim what they have been trying to take from you, okay? Kind of like to claim back what is yours, or something about to claim back your sex appeal, your beauty, your charm, to claim back your power to manifest, something about claiming back what has been taken from you. Or if you think about what you kind of lost over the years, when it comes to like, man, like a few years ago I was like this and that, and I really liked this version of myself, but I kind of lost it. Spirit wants you to claim back what you feel like you've lost somehow, some way, or what you lost out of mind or out of sight, where something was out of sight, out of mind, to claim it back, okay? That's what they want you to do. They are also telling me to keep up the great work. Like, you're doing a great work at healing yourself or at bouncing back from this, you know, setback. So they want you to keep up the great work. Know that you are about to meet your true love and your future spouse. Okay, don't obsess over the timing. Just know that the energy is in the air. You are supposed to meet. It doesn't matter when it's happening. Just know that Spirit is saying very soon, okay? And yeah, so that's maybe also the reason why they tell you to let go. So they want you to focus on manifesting as much as you would like to, kind of like casting spells on a daily, you know, like my skin is glowing again and I feel sexy again and I go out and dance again. And do you know what I mean? Kind of like let yourself go, follow your creativity, follow your heart, write from your heart what you want to invite into your life, what you want to invite back into your life, that the glow, the spark in your soul, in your spirit, you know, to write it down, to invite that energy, okay, with the spells that you cast by writing it down. That's all they want you to focus on, okay, because there's going to be the day where your future spouse is going to be in front of you. But what is in your control is that you create very positive, beautiful, purified energy around you, okay? To kind of trust your spirit guides, trust the process, and keep up the great work, basically, okay? Actually, no, there's nothing else. I'm gonna go to Patreon now. Again, I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail. We're just gonna get a few more cards for this one because I don't know what Spirit wants to say about this, okay? But again, there's something about Spirit wants you to actually manifest your true love and your future spouse. You know how sometimes, and again, there's a season and a day for everything. Sometimes it's about sitting back and not putting energy into it, to just let it go, you know, to just let things happen. But this right here calls you to take action. They want you to take control. They want you to change the energy. They want you to emit energy. They want you to put energy out. They want you to cast spells. They want you to write things into existence, okay? That's what they want you to do. The time is now. You are supposed to meet, okay? You are supposed to meet very, very soon. So pile number 3. Ooh, wowie, wowie, wow, wow. I was not prepared for this reading, to be honest with you guys, okay? But I felt like when I wanted to do the sexy reading, again, something about like someone wanted you to not feel sexy, or something about someone's sex appeal or whatever, or someone felt like your sex appeal is so high, they wanted to knock it down so that you don't attract too many people to you. Don't know why, don't ask me. I'm never gonna understand it. I really don't. Yeah, but I'm gonna go to the extended now. So if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. And if not, I'm gonna see you in my next one. And I wish you a lovely day. Bye.